to bring you the absolute best tasting of foods. Beef Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fresh. Visit beefvilla.com.
Welcome to Out to Lunch, WRMN. My name is Dennis Sonar Green. I'll be taking you through today's extra long special. Out to Lunch usually starts about at lunchtime, but that's okay. Lots of people eat lunch at different times, different shifts, different cultures, different times. We are broadcasting worldwide on the YouTube channels. Find us youtube.com/@WRMN radio. We'll come right up. WRMN, all the Googles, all the SEOs, all the social medias know everything about us. Go ahead and search us. I had a fantastic night. You may notice my new shirt. For Profit, fantastic movie. forprofitmovie.com. You can also find the hashtags For Profit Film on all of the different social medias that are out there as well. Joining me today is going to be a lot of the cast. We had a fantastic time, like I said. Wonderful movie. Those of you that have been listening, I have waited to see the movie for the premiere yesterday. And I'll tell you, I'm glad I waited. The anticipation leading up and the absolute amazing message, I'll tell you, the hype is real. We've had people all throughout the last couple weeks or so talking all about For Profit, forprofitfilm.com. And it's true. It's absolutely true. All of the amazing hype that's been going on. I watched it. I cried. I laughed. And then I cried and laughed about 6 more times. It was amazing. So on today's show, I've got cast, I've got crew. We are going to talk with you so you guys can hop into the YouTube chat. You can call us 847-931-1410. And we're going to do a Q&A. We're going to ask the important questions like, why Elgin? How much fun did everybody have with this? And what's the overall message? What I love about the message of this is a message of doing versus not doing, I think is what I took away from it. We always do. We always move, and we feel good about doing and moving. But what are you accomplishing? Are you on a treadmill? You're moving. You're sweating, you're exercising, you're jumping around, but where are you going? What's your purpose? Is your purpose to move, jump around, feel good about moving and jumping around? So that's what we're going to talk about for Profit today. Join me for the next few hours here on Out to Lunch. We're going to take you all the way to 2 o'clock. I don't think the cast and crew are going to hang out with me that long. They're welcome to. You're listening to Out to Lunch, WRMN 1410. forprofitfilm.com. Check it out. Also look at the IMDb list. We've got stars and stars and stars. Constellation Day is what we've got here in the WRMN studio. We'll be right back after these.
Beef Villa is a family-owned restaurant that has been in business for over 50 years. With homemade recipes made with quality ingredients, Beef Villa's great service and quality is served hot and fast. For the menu, catering locations, or for an application to join the Beef Villa team, visit beefvilla.com. Saturdays mean cruise nights, weather permitting, on Spring Street in South Elgin. Visit beefvilla.com. Attention all Schaumburg Boomers fans. Come out to Wintrust Field on Tuesday, June 11th at 6:30 p.m. versus the Lake Erie Crushers for $1 hot dog night, presented by Gordon Food Service. On Wednesday, June 12th, it's Pro Wrestling Night featuring Matt Cardona and Al Snow. The meet and greet is a free event with a valid Boomers game ticket. A special ticket package is available that will guarantee you a spot to meet Matt Cardona and Al Snow. One autograph and one photo opportunity per person.
Roll into Bolero in Algonquin or Roselle and wake up with a story to tell. Bolero is bowling, gaming, dining, and nightlife with a twist. Score a sweet deal every day of the week and save big by checking out the daily deals online. Team up with your friends and hit the lanes by forming your own social club. Clubs offer lively competition and laid-back fun for everyone. From beginners to pros, make new friends, bowl, and hang out at a happening place. Visit bolero.com.
Overtime. You want to work less of it, so you need your crop protection to work more of it. When you add Tapran or Last Chance Pro adjuvants from CHS, they will. Designed for maximum efficacy, Last Chance Pro improves the uptake and translocation of herbicides, while Tapran helps activate herbicides for better performance against tough-to-control weeds. Ask your local CHS retailer how Tapran and Last Chance Pro adjuvants can put your crop protection to work.
Go out for Chinese tonight at the China House, 1900 Sycamore Road in DeKalb. Enjoy a platter for two, which includes Shanghai shrimp rolls, beef teriyaki, crab rangoon, spare ribs, as well as chicken wings and shrimp. The China House also offers all Chinese favorites, as well as sushi and hibachi, plus American food and ice cream. Try seafood, beef, chicken, sushi, and more from their most popular buffet items. Let China House tempt your taste buds. Call 815-748-0032.
Attention all Schaumburg Boomers fans. Come out to Wintrust Field on Tuesday, June 11th at 6:30 p.m. versus the Lake Erie Crushers for $1 hot dog night, presented by Gordon Food Service. On Wednesday, June 12th, it's Pro Wrestling Night featuring Matt Cardona and Al Snow. The meet and greet is a free event with a valid Boomers game ticket. A special ticket package is available that will guarantee you a spot to meet Matt Cardona and Al Snow. One autograph and one photo opportunity per person.
El Diablo Cantina, located by Spring Hill Mall at 113 Southwestern in Carpentersville, is your fun, hip, and festive family Mexican cantina, serving authentic recipes from all over Mexico that are made fresh daily. There's delicious cocktails using fresh fruits or your choice of 30 craft beers, which go great with the menu. There's indoor and outdoor dining, open from 4 till 11 and until 4 a.m. on weekends, featuring Latin line dancing. Visit eldiablocantina.com today.
Hide out with friends at Galati's Hideaway in Cary. It's the perfect place for lunch, dinner, and specialty drinks. Check out their sports bar for the best spot to watch games. Try Galati's Dining Room for a relaxing night of dining on their signature Italian dishes. Try their great pizza or the build-your-own burger. Galati's Hideaway also has a large variety of entree favorites like prime filet, steak kebabs, salmon, and ribs. Book your party in their banquet room. Visit Galati'sHideaway.com.
Welcome back to WRMN. No, I am not Mr. Randy. My name is Dennis Onar Green. I am the one that actually gets to enjoy this seat every day. It's fantastic. WRMN was very excited to be part of forprofitfilm.com. And this has been a journey. This has been a labor of love for everyone that's been involved. More so for the cast and crew. Me, I just sit here in a chair and talk into a microphone. it was fantastic. I got to sit in a chair and watch a fantastic film. And with me today is some of the cast, and then they also have some crew positions, and then, of course, writer and director Mark Stewart Iverson. Thank you all very much for being here with me.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wonderful production that you guys all put on yesterday. How long has it been, Mark? How long from nuts to soup? How long is
Nuts
it?
to soup. Well, a minute. It's been a minute. Maybe two. We shot in Elgin 5 years ago.
Wow.
And then the pandemic hit. And so we thought 8 months was going to be the post-production, ended up being almost 2 years.
You don't hold on to something like that without loving it and having a drive.
That's the truth.
Enrico, you play the demon, and how's that drive? Is it the demon that drives us, or is it the celestial archangels that drive us to get things done, or is it a balance of the two?
I mean, you would hope it's the celestial archangels that drive us, but you know, I think sometimes the demons can you can use their voices for your own self motivation to get past that, move past that. So that's the way I would look at it.
Kind of like an anti-coach, like if a barking dog is chasing you, type of thing. You got to run faster because it's chasing you the whole time.
You have that voice in your head telling you not to do something, so you want to do it more because you know it's not. You shouldn't listen to it.
Absolutely. I could tell you how did you receive the message of For Profit? Because you got to read the script, you got to see the whole thing, so you know the intricacies of the message that's in here. Now, I don't want to give away the message.
No.
I want to hear your version of it.
Well, I like I was saying last night, we need more films like this. We just need more films like this, and it's difficult for me. I grew up in television, and I've been a professional performer for more than 40 years, and I love it. I love watching television. I love watching movies, and I can't find anything to watch now.
Oh.
And this is the kind of film I want to watch, and this is the kind of film I think we need more people to watch. It's not only something that makes you go, how am I living my life? Maybe I should. It's also a break from the murder, death, kill, mayhem, violent, bad energy. It's like, you know, the demon that Rico plays in the show is on everybody's shoulder in the media. Like it's the media is doing that to us all day, every day. And we need Raphael to come and balance that out. So that's what I get from the movie.
Wonderful.
That's what I want for the movie.
That is a great transition into the Archangel. Valentina, thank you
You're welcome.
for being a great segue. You are part of media with this. Valentina, that same type of message in there, yes, that is in the broad strokes, but how is it in the details? You guys had so many different things, from your accent, your angelic accent that's in there, to even the lore and history drops that you have in there. How is that attention to detail help prop up that message?
I think Mark and I had talked about it a lot before I came on set, and we talked about how the angel went through different phases of life. So we started that she was like the youthful child, then the kind of stubborn teenager into adulthood. And I think we all kind of grapple with the different parts of ourselves that can sometimes feel like a toddler and, you know, and then can feel like a wise old soul. And
The growth of new experiences.
Yeah, and that everything is, every time we're doing anything on the planet, it's the first time we're doing it, right? Yeah. So I think, to me, the message that I hope that I brought to that is the wonder of every day is a new day, and we kind of get to determine how that day plays out for us. And so I hope that that's what I brought in as Raphael.
Oh, absolutely. And it shines.
Pretty sure I didn't answer your question.
That's okay. Don't worry about
That
it.
was my
you
answer to
answered
my
yours.
question.
Yeah.
I had
So
a
that's
question
what's
that I just
most
bypassed your question.
You answered a question, and that's fine.
Typical Raphael just talks about whatever the heck they want to talk about.
Hopefully, I'll ask that question later. Mark, great cast, great team. Did you have this team from the beginning, or is this a people came along as you needed, as the problem arose, God showed up and said, "Oh, hey, by the way, this person's going to show up on Thursday." The same kind of timeline that you have in the movie.
Yeah. Both.
Okay.
I mean, it was certainly something where a lot of the people in place were there early on. Like Rico, I brought Rico on as a producer as well as, one of the co-leads as the demon. So he was on very early. But every step of the way, we just continued to just cast incredible people. When Takia reached out, she read the script, or she heard about the movie from a posting. Just a regular kind of posting to actors out there. I think it was Actors Access, right? Yeah. Just posted, we're looking for cast. And she was like, this is an intriguing thing. I'd love to read the script. And we're like, you're an intriguing actress. So she read the script and was like, yes, please, more of this. Let's chat. So that was a God moment. And with Valentina, I'd worked with her before, about 10 years before on a web series. And we worked really, really well together. And when to be perfectly honest, we had another person in line for the angel role, and as it happens in film production, scheduling conflicts arose, and me and Rico turned to each other and were like, "This is the role. This is the big role. This archangel is the lead female role, and not only is she the lead female role, she is the role. I mean, it is
Female?
Extremely
Well, I is non-binary.
I'm casting on Actors Access. You have to put male or female. But so we talked about what do we do, and I was struck by lightning, and I thought, you know what? There was this actress I worked with 10 years ago that I think would crush it. So I reached out, and next thing you know, we have our perfect Archangel Raphael, and that happened too with other casting as well. Rico brought on some incredible actors he had worked with before. We cast a lot of locals in Chicago as well, and just straight up come in and audition kind of stuff. And also, the guy who played the brother, Dennis Florine, who also did a lot of the music, he was a friend of mine for 10 years, but I wasn't sure he was going to be right for one of the roles. But then he came in and was just like, you are absolutely right.
He plays a good little brother.
He's a great little brother. He's a great little brother. He's so funny, so genuine in the film, and I'd known him for 10 years, but you never know with casting. You never know and until somebody reads. But totally blessed with an amazing cast. Everybody here, as well as those who have left us. Burt Belasco, who plays DJ Kenny Randy, who in this studio shot most of his scenes as the DJ, and we tragically lost him after the production of the film. But he was a godsend to the film as well. He had a big faith, big heart, and big talent, and that was something we are just so blessed to have worked with him. And this is his last on-screen performance. But in general, the casting of this all just clicked every step of the way, and we were just in awe, really. I mean, me and Rico kept turning to each other, and we're like, all right, we got the best person for this, the best person for this. And that's what happened when we went to film festivals, too. We won, every single actor here and otherwise, the main cast was nominated or won at the film festivals we went to.
Wow.
Everybody loves our cast, and I'm so proud of them.
They are amazing. You guys have put together a wonderful piece. And with Burt's scenes, I think those were the scenes that hit the hardest too.
Absolutely.
Because they are, even right now, I get those chills when they're in the office and the Archangel and Damon are having the conversation with Burt. It's just electrifying. Yeah. And you can feel it move. It's absolutely amazing. So to talk about that a little bit, Rico, Damon isn't a lazy guy. That's the thing that I got about this, is it's not like he was called to action. He's already in action.
Yeah.
He was called to direction, which I think was kind of the difference that's here, is he had purpose, he had the drive, he had the will, but he didn't have the surrender. He didn't say, not my plan, your plan.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of that message in there. From your character's side of it, how did you come in with that demon to kind of pull him back towards that?
Yeah, I think you know, I try to break it down from the demon's perspective of like what is my goal? What is my plan? My plan is to keep him doubting himself, keep him feeling like he doesn't have an answer, feel like he doesn't have a path, doesn't know where he's going, and I want him there. That's where I want him to be. And so when I see him starting to fight back, I think one of the kind of bigger moments is when he starts doing those push-ups, and when I tell him, I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like he stops, like kind of listening at that point. He's actively trying to not listen to me, and from there he continues to do it more and more and more. And so, like, you know, that is a I think for the demon's perspective, it's like, you know, I'm getting into a mode of like, I can't be what I consider to be jovial, like what I consider to be like, I'm just antagonizing you all day, and this is our relationship, and you love it, I love it, this is our relationship. Now it's like, wait a minute, like I'm losing you.
There's some times where you look bored, where the demon looks bored, where it's like, wait a minute, why aren't you listening to me? What's happening here? That's neat.
And towards the end, it's like, then it becomes, I'm paranoid. I'm understanding that there's something else happening to him that I have no control over. I'm losing power. I'm losing control over what's happening in this situation. And so I think all of that is by design. You know, we wanted it to feel like the demon was losing control over his subject, and he was surrendering. The more he surrendered, the more he lost. The demon lost control over him.
Valentina, the duality of the two, because they don't come face to face. This isn't Mark didn't write in a duel and then I'll meet you later on the finale. Right. It is, I cut in with divine power and here I am with the message. And I think the strength of that and the side that you have put into that duality, even to the point where as a director, Mark, you changed the shading, you changed the color. It is absolute side. With that duality of the archangel, where are you trying to pull Damon to the path? And not just to the path that you know, the path of surrender. Right.
Well, what I think was great what you were talking about, the lighting and everything, I think that the reason why I'm assuming the strength in us never meeting was that Raphael never is threatened by the demon. That's, they are able to rise above that, and therefore they don't, when they come in, they feel very comfortable saying like, I'll see you later, I'm coming for you. Like, you can't hide from me. There's nothing you can, I see everything, I know everything. And so I think that juxtaposition is really great, that only at one point am I able to control the demon, but the fact that I am able to come in periodically and just remind them that, like, remind Damon that he's okay. Yeah. Like, I got you.
And it's not, and isn't that how it works? It's all of a sudden I feel the power. It isn't a gradual simmer. It is a boom, the power is here.
Yeah, because you know when you feel good. You know when you're doing the right thing. You know when it clicks. You know, as humans, when we're like, this is I'm following the path that I need to. I'm surrendering. I feel like it happens throughout my day where I'm like, oh, this is the truth. This is the right way. And when I'm fighting it, it feels wrong. I know that I'm not on course when I'm listening to the demon over there inside me.
And I just,
that's in regular life too.
I keep thinking of the expression, if you pray, you don't need to worry. If you worry, you don't need to pray, or something like that. Different versions of that. And the fact that I don't want to spoil, but he goes away when she comes. That you can't, for the most part, have both. That and if you're in your faith, you can't hear anything else but that.
That's
you have a
true.
direct line to God.
That's true. Hearing. Yeah. Hearing was a big aspect. Can you hear him? Can you see it? And the sense that we always use is the sight. And with that duality that you directed in there, Mark, having that hearing as well.
Yes.
It's light and darkness is either it's on or it's off. Hearing is this amoeba sound that's in the world that you have to distinguish the things out of. So that grabbing of a message, is that part of what we're supposed to take away from this? Is, are we hearing the message or not hearing the message? We hear, we listen, things happen, but what are you focusing on? Is that the direction that you took with it, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think a lot about when writing the script, I thought a lot about the difference between hearing and listening. You know, and there's, when it comes to faith too, it's easy to think like, okay, yeah, no, I'm doing the right thing, but are you actually hearing the message and doing the message that you hear? You know, I think a lot of people get into that they listen to all the other people around them as opposed to actually hearing the direct message. And when I thought about and was writing the prophet's story, with Damon's story, you know, he wasn't hearing the message. He wasn't hearing what the angel was saying. He wasn't hearing that voice.
Absolutely.
He wasn't honing in on that spiritual voice. He was listening to the demon. He was being directed by the demon, and that was what he was hearing. And you like I said, we do focus a lot more on sight. We do, you know, we're very visual, especially these days. You know, phones, screens, everybody, everything is visual. You know, and as much as that's great, and you have to have good visuals, and we did do, like I said, we did a lot of great stuff with lighting and color and all these things, and we had incredible DP. We did a lot of stuff with sound too, and sound design, because we wanted to really focus on hearing and the importance of sound, the importance of dialogue, the importance of sound design, the importance of sound effects, and how that affects you and your brain. Because that's the thing, you hear the demon voice, you hear the angel voice. You don't. Most people, unlike Damon, don't see an angel and see a demon. It's in their hearing, and it's in their mind. It's in their heart, and it's how you hear and how you can hone in on that. And that's a struggle I have. You know, everybody has that, I think. And so I was writing a lot about that in the script, and I think that informed the character of Damon, what he was struggling with. But that's why the angel Raphael repeats it over and over. You're not hearing with your ears, are you? You're not actually hearing with your physical ears, because I am speaking to you directly, and this is what you need to do, and you're not hearing it. You're listening to the wrong voice. You're listening to that demon.
Even to the point where the angel reiterates, like talking about that attention to detail, the angel reiterates. The angel says a thing and then comes back with 5 or 6 other ways to say that thing. Why are you not listening to me? Here are the 6 different ways I just told you the same thing. So it's there. So part of that cornucopia of just language and things, you also had a lot of inclusion in this film. Like, and people think that automatically off the top of our head, or if this is a spiritual film, then we don't want to even acknowledge anybody else that's type of a different minority or any type of other person as far as the trans or gay or any of the other communities. And it's always that stigmatism that's in there, but you found a way to not only include non-binary aspect of it, because what is the gender of an angel? And then you also included the mixed families of step and biological in there as well, which was a really good inclusion for that side. So it doesn't seem like it was a focus, but it's back to that attention to detail that was there. How important was it for you guys to have that inclusion that was there?
Very.
Very? Okay.
Yeah, very important.
And is it because the cast and crew were also diversified as well?
Yeah, I would be, I don't think I would choose a project that didn't put diversity and inclusion at the forefront, but that's just because that's a huge part of my belief.
Because this is a message for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
One of the things I wanted with this, and I brought it up last night, is this: I wanted to feel like classic Americana, and and maybe when we think of back in 1945, it's just not so diversified. But 2024, the American people is every people.
Yeah.
All peoples. whether you're a non-binary angel, whether you're African American, Latino American. We have an incredibly diverse cast in the film, and that was something me and Rico talked about a lot in the script and in the casting. But also, age as well. We have incredible, I think that's another thing too, is a lot of films get really stuck on like, this is for young people or this is for old people. And in the crowd last night too, we had a lot of different ages and they all loved the movie. And I think in casting too, we have a lot of, younger people, we have a lot of older people. I really wanted to feel like America. Mm-hmm. And I really wanted to feel like people can see themselves in it. That was something I talked with a guy who played Chief Baez, Jose Santiago Jr. As well. Recently, he called me up. He saw the trailer and was like, "Dude, amazing! This is great. I can't." He went to his bachelor party this week, so he couldn't make the premiere. But so he called me up and told me that. But he just wrung my ear for an hour, and we talked all about this. And he was like, "I'm so happy that you wrote the role of Chief Baez for a Latino American." Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I wanted. I wanted everybody in the film because I wanted America to be represented and feel like this is modern and timeless, and it feels like everybody can see themselves in it.
Absolutely.
And I think it's so important for a film like this because religion and spirituality has been used in this country as a weapon to say, we are the good God people. We can discriminate against you. We can torture you. We can victimize you.
God said I could.
Right, because God said it. Mm-hmm. And this film says, no, that's not what God said. Nope.
And it's amazing for that because this is a message for everyone. We're going to take a quick break. And Matt, who actually played as an extra as he was working here, your very own Matt McNeil, is going to be here to ask a few more questions. If you guys could stick around just a little bit longer for us.
Happy to.
We really appreciate everybody being here. You as well, listener. Thanks for listening to WRMN 1410. This is Out to Lunch. Don't forget that WRMN can be found at WRMN1410.com. And of course, you can call in today or jump into the chat on YouTube if you want to call in today and ask a question. That would be 847-931-1410. Stay tuned for more exciting information about the Prophet. And I hope they get into the weeds a little bit about how it was made. Your very own Matt McNeil asking questions right after this. ForProfitFilm.com. Get there during the break. It's okay. You can two-screen it.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited. Call now.
800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. That's 800-760-1845.
Imagine planting, tending, and raising your crops all season long, only to discover a micronutrient deficiency is robbing your yield potential. Once you spot signs of nutrient deficiencies, it can be difficult to bounce back. Get ahead of manganese, boron, and copper deficiencies with Moxin from CHS. Designed with a patented Levosol chelate, Moxin increases nutrient availability and provides your crops with the nutrition they need. Ask your local CHS retailer about the power of Moxon.
If you can't decide on dinner, have everything. Golden Corral at 154 South Gary Avenue in Bloomingdale has an endless buffet with over 150 items to choose from. There's an unmatched variety of food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, prepared fresh throughout the day. If you're craving something specific, call or check out their menu. Golden Corral rotates the buffet often. Golden Corral in Bloomingdale. They're the only one for everyone. Visit goldencorral.com.
For many years, Italian Pizza Kitchen in Roselle has been serving quality and excellence. Italian Pizza Kitchen is family owned with experience in preparing authentic Italian cuisine with the freshest, highest quality ingredients since the 50s. Your food is always prepared fresh with the same traditions, recipes, and standards that they've perfected over the years. Italian Pizza Kitchen has a passion for great cuisine and customer service. Visit ItalianPizzaKitchen.com. La Flor Taco Grill at 910 Dundee Avenue at the corner of Slade and Elgin is under new management. Enjoy a huge selection of salads, quesadillas, tacos, burritos, and more. La Flor Taco Grill also has American cuisine favorites and breakfast. Bring the kids. There's a kids menu that they'll love. Are you planning a party this summer? La Flor also has catering with all types of both Mexican and American foods. Call 847-214-1306 or La Flor Taco Grill on Facebook. Welcome back, folks. We are broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. This is, as you know me as, the Drive Time Deal with Matt McNeil is on for a little interview, a big interview, actually. So I'm very excited about it. If you want to join in the conversation, feel free to go on the YouTube chat here on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you want to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell, always keep up to date with what's happening here on WRMN. So there you go. All right, so let's get into this. Let me make sure I get my screen up here. There we go. We've got the lovely cast with us today. Hello, hello, everybody. I'm very excited about this because I was just an extra in the film, you know, a little part. But the thing is this movie is just amazing. It really stands out to me. Like what Sonar said here, it really is a movie for everyone. And it, you know, I filmed the movie. So I was, when I was in the movie, when we filmed back in 2019, I was like really struggling with my faith at the time. And it kind of more so, even really just seeing it last night, I was like, wow, this hits different in a good way for me, kind of that how I used to feel. So I want to thank you all for that, very much so. Yes. I got to make sure I got everyone's mic on here. So I want to know, I mean, I know that, Mark, you talked a little bit about yesterday during the Q&A a little bit here about why you chose little downtown Elgin. I was raised in Elgin. I wasn't born in Elgin, but I was raised in Elgin. And it's such a unique town to me. It's got that small town feel, but it also does incorporate kind of the city life as well. There's something for everyone here in downtown Elgin. But there's also many other towns like Elgin that offer the same as well. So what in particular got you interested in having downtown Elgin? What really drew you to it as downtown Elgin as being the place that, you know, was to film the movie that you knew in your heart that this was the right thing to do?
Yeah. Well, we did a lot of location scouting, and, you know, I grew up in Hoffman Estates, so not too far away, so I knew of Elgin. I knew of a lot of different possible places with some nice downtowns and things like that in the burbs. And we were looking for, a little city, you know, something that really did have a great downtown, something that felt classic Americana, something that really felt iconic and something that was obviously beautiful, all that stuff. And then when I revisited Elgin and did a location scout, obviously I found all of that here. One of the things that really drew me was it being next to the river. Elgin has a great history. It's one of the oldest suburbs, and because it was right on the Fox River and the connection with the river and the beauty of the river and the downtown being built around the river is just absolutely gorgeous. And so that was extremely attractive. I felt like it had that classic, this could have been 1942, It's a Wonderful Life feel, very iconic. And then once we got here, everybody was just opening up their doors, like WRMN, like Blue Box, where we filmed the juice bar scenes. The city council was very open. People weren't pressing us too much even on pricing for things. They were letting us slide on stuff. The church that we shot at, the First United Methodist Church of Elgin, did not make us pay a dime to shoot there. They just wanted us here, and they wanted to support this film. And it was a complete godsend. And when that happened, it just felt exactly right, the right place. I mean, Elgin it felt like the clouds opened up and light shined through them and was like, this is it. This is the spot. This is your fictional Mount Zion in the film.
Awesome. Yeah, and there's so many locations that the majority of the film was filmed in downtown Elgin.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there was the scene that we filmed in Wheaton for the courthouse, which I also was in that scene too.
Yeah.
And that's also a really cool town as well, little town of Wheaton.
Sure.
Where that is. But yeah, downtown Elgin, I mean, even just sitting back and watching, the movie was even better seeing it the second time. I saw it, I was when we showed it at the First United, when you showed it at the First United Methodist Church.
Yeah, that was one of the
there.
first live screenings, yeah.
Yeah. And then there were even things that I remember about the film, which I won't reveal, but that I saw and I was like, I don't remember seeing that. If there were maybe like some adjustments to it, or maybe I just don't remember seeing it. So it was really great experience to see it again, because it did feel like a new experience for me also, as well there too. The other thing also was when I first saw the movie, I really was at the time very focused on like, okay, now where am I in this film? I was like scoping out where I am. This time it was like, I got to sit back. I got to take in everything with this film that I didn't last time. So I was very, very grateful that I was able to attend this premiere.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to tell you that, but the extras or the background make the movie.
Yeah.
You can't have that movie without all.
Yeah.
Think about if you just took out all the people that made, it's the fabric behind it. And I was thinking as I met people last night, or, was reacquainted with them, how important they were without it. If you took that movie and took all of the background out, it would have been a totally different movie and it would have been stagnant. And all of the little nuance. I actually did the opposite and watched some of the BG, the background, some of it yesterday. And I was like, that was brilliant. What a beautiful piece that was to create the whole fabric of it. So I just wanted to tell you, it's not just, I was just an extra.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have worked without all the people of Elgin that came out and supported and
That's right.
were a part of it.
And it wasn't even like they were tasked with not looking at Valentina, not looking at the demon character, and while we're screaming and ranting and dancing and moving because they couldn't see us, and so it wasn't like even just like an easy job. They had to not look at one of the main characters being ridiculous.
And those are long days on set that you have to keep in character. I think.
Yeah. And I like that you saw the same people over and over, because in a big movie, you won't see the same background person twice, or if they do, they'll make them very, very different. But here I felt like I bought that it was a town.
Right.
Because that's the guy that was downtown. Now he's in
At the courthouse. And
now
that makes sense, right?
Yeah. And I thought that I've often wondered if someone would do that to make it look like a real town with the same people moving about their day, so that you could almost follow a person. Oh, this morning, Damon saw him walking down the street, and then later he saw him, he was going through this while he was.
Right.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just a model of a person in the background. It was a character
weaves together,
having their day while the main characters were having their day.
And the wonderful thing about it too is, I know for a lot of people on set, including myself, I made a lot of friends on the set that I might have not done if I had worked on a much bigger film where there were, thousands of people in the crowd. And then, of course, returning to set and seeing the same people, and then you build a relationship. It really, it wasn't even just, it didn't feel like a sense of community. It was a community within a community. Yeah. So it was a wonderful experience, and I've made some wonderful friends from the film that we still talk about it to this day. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So again, folks, please go on out and see this movie. It's coming up. I know that on the website, the tickets are on sale now. Is that correct?
Yes. So locally, we are live for the AMC South Barrington 30 right now. And we're hoping to lock in the Marcus Elgin where we did the premiere as well. But you can go right now, forprofitfilm.com, and purchase your tickets for the South Barrington AMC. We have showings starting the 21st, next Friday, all throughout that whole week up until the 27th. And if we are booking a lot and people are really excited and we're selling out, we're going to get more show times and longer run. So please, go out, get your tickets now. And we're in other cities as well, other states.
In Chicago, it's River North?
Yeah, and in downtown Chicago, it's River East.
River East.
Yeah, AMC
Sorry.
River East 21. those tickets should be live today. But right now, when it comes to the burbs, check it out. Get your tickets, AMC South Barrington.
And we're trying to get Marcus Elgin to also have us. And so if you want, feel free to call, feel free to give him a call and tell him to take our movie.
That's right.
Because we're asking them to take it. And they're still considering it. They're considering it. So we need, if you feel inclined, give them a call and tell them to bring the movie.
Yeah. Something that maybe the listeners may or may not know is that indie films, they don't have the backing of the big studios, right? So the promo is really word of mouth, grassroots, everyone getting out and telling their friends and their neighbors and their pediatricians and their dog walkers, everyone to come out and support something that they believe in, because indie films are the films that kind of move and shake and change things, but they don't happen without that grassroots support.
Yeah, don't wait till your friends tell you it was good. Take your friends to see it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here. We still have a little bit of time left here. So again, folks, if you want to go to the website, it's For Profit. It's I know it's on the link here. It's For Profit Film. Is it For Profit Movie also? It'll take you to
It's both. Yeah, we kill two birds.
I like to say feed two birds with one crumb.
There you go.
I love it.
Feed two birds with one crumb. Yeah. So either way, For Profit Film or forprofitmovie.com. That's profit with a PH. Profit like Moses, forprofitfilm.com. Get your tickets.
And I'm just going to put this out there. If you see someone with a for-profit shirt on, just go up and hug them.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
if you have a for-profit shirt, tag us when you post your selfie in your shirt around town, and let's see how many places we can find for-profit T-shirts.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going to play along today.
Yeah. And I know we're going to leave some T-shirts with WRMN. So
Yes.
Please go ahead and do giveaways, get them out there. And as it says, in theaters June 21st.
Next Friday.
There you go. Next Friday in theaters June 21st.
Awesome. Yeah. So I work the front desk, which we call the Redemption Center, from 12 to 3. So I'm definitely going to be having those out. I'm going to be encouraging people. I've been doing that since we got the printouts with the QR codes. I don't think I have one. I do have one.
I do too.
I do. Oh, perfect.
Here you go back.
So these are the QR codes. I've been promoting these here on my show as well as other shows as well. You can pick this up in Redemption Center. We have tons of them still available. It's got the QR code in the back. It'll take you directly to the website, forprofitmovie.com. You can purchase your tickets there, and they are on sale right now. So it's very exciting.
Since you're all around, I'm going to be at the screening in Los Angeles on the 22nd. Love to meet you.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll be there too. Yeah.
So the screening in Los Angeles, where is that going to be?
That's going to be at the Americana brand in Glendale, one of my favorite places, actually.
Yes.
And I will be at the 21st and the 22nd, and Dakia will be there on the 22nd. So please come out, support. We'd love to have you there and see as many people as possible. And really, we'd love to meet everyone who loves this film.
And I'll
Absolutely.
be at the Americana on the 21st, 22nd, and then on the 23rd, I'll be going to Mesa, Arizona, and I'll be doing a Q&A there as well. And then, Mark, where are you going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to be repping it in Charleston. We got a couple of theaters in Charleston, so which is really exciting as well. So, yeah, we're all over the country. And today we should be locking in the rest of the live tickets for the other theaters, but most are up there on the website, ready to go. Spread the word, get it out there, share the trailer, hashtag us, and we'll see you at the movies.
Awesome. Well, again, we still have about a minute left. And what I want to do is I want to read some of the comments here. Let's see what we've got here. It says, it was exciting meeting you, all the movie stars. Catherine comments on here too, as well. So she was there. One of our listeners was there,
that's
and
great.
she had a wonderful time, absolutely wonderful time. Someone said that a very enjoyable film and relatable to anyone with a conscience.
Hey,
Yes.
there you go.
Someone said the Soto family writes here, I've been telling everyone about the movie. I have as well. So that's very exciting.
Thank you.
Yes,
That's
you.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Yep. So great meeting you last night. It says this is Hector. Great meeting the cast of The Prophet. And his mother and him had a great time. Can't wait to see the movie again.
Oh, yay. I had a great time with that.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep. So everyone has been saying here they loved the film. I especially loved it as well, of course. And like I said before, like seeing it a second time, being able to take everything in, was really a grand experience. And the film was even way better than the first time I saw it. It was amazing seeing it the first time, but the second time, it's just been amazing. So we want to thank you all for being here today. Thank you for being with WRMN and for being on the interview today. And this is my first official big interview, so.
Well, you're
doing a great job.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you so much. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it to the top of the hour news here. When we come back, we'll continue on with more of our next program. If you still want to listen to the next program, you'll be able to listen to it coming up in about 8 minutes or so. Remember, check out the website. This is forprofitmovie.com. Again, forprofitmovie.com. It's a phenomenal movie. Go on out there, go see it. Check out the tickets. Again, we have these in Redemption Center. We'll be open at 12 to 3 today. So if you want to stop in, get your QR codes here and even pick up a t-shirt as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
If you're not sure what to have for dinner, the Seven Dwarfs restaurant on the corner of Roosevelt and President in Wheaton has you covered. Their huge menu is sure to satisfy everyone. Enjoy the diner-styled atmosphere that's been serving up tasty food since the 50s. The Seven Dwarfs has lively decor and delicious entrees. They offer a hearty breakfast, plus 3 or 4 lunch specials daily. For dinner, it's all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays. And remember to try their barbecue ribs. Visit sevendwarfsrestaurant.com today. If you're not sure what to have for dinner, the Seven Dwarfs restaurant on the corner of Roosevelt and President in Wheaton has you covered. Their huge menu is sure to satisfy everyone. Enjoy the diner-styled atmosphere that's been serving up tasty food since the 50s. The Seven Dwarfs has lively decor and delicious entrees. They offer a hearty breakfast, plus 3 or 4 lunch specials daily. For dinner, it's all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays. And remember to try their barbecue ribs.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Skyrizi. Explore proven results with Skyrizi. Elgin residents should prepare for traffic changes this weekend due to the Juneteenth Cultural Festival on Grove Avenue. Stretching from Prairie Street to Lake Street, it'll be off limits for both traffic and parking. The road closure is set for June 15th from the early morning hours until midnight. The Elgin Police Department reminding residents about the dangers of heat exposure, especially for vulnerable groups. including the elderly, young children, and those with chronic health conditions, also reminding residents about not leaving pets in hot cars. Kane County has taken a significant step towards sustainability by approving a county-wide climate action implementation plan. After 19 months of community consultation, the plan aims to slash greenhouse gas emissions by 25% by 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states. Febreze.
Fabric Talk. Hey, it's me, your couch. Today's my favorite day of the week. Febreze Fabric Spray Day. The occasional deep cleans are nice, but in between, you know I'm needing a refresh. Ooh, here she comes with the Febreze Fabric Spray. Oh yeah, spritz them armrests. Don't be shy. Nothing like a good spray down to get me smelling so fresh and clean. Don't forget my back. Nice. Febreze Fabric Spray. It's just that easy. Now we can both breathe happy. Febreze. La 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 la.
Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. Twin Zeros Restaurant in Harwood Heights not only serves traditional gyros, but also has chicken gyro sandwiches. Twin Zeros also serves a variety of sandwiches ranging from cheeseburgers and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame, Italian beef, Italian sausage, and combo sandwiches. To ethnic favorites such as Slovaki and Grecian chicken. Slovaki is shish kebabs, specifically chicken or pork shish kebabs, grilled to perfection, served on a warm pita with tomatoes, onions, and our homemade tzatziki sauce. You can also enjoy barbecue ribs served every day. Twins is open 7 days a week and also delivers locally. Located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's twinzeros.com.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Pretty much every other NFL team is slated for 3 weeks of OTAs and mandatory minicamp. Instead, the Bears are resting up as they pulled a week of OTAs off their schedule. One of the reasons that the Bears are slated to be in the Hall of Fame game that starts the preseason August the 1st in Canton, Ohio. They'll take on the Texans. That means they'll need to open training camp around the middle of July instead of later in the month.
Bellinger hits a drive into right center field and deep. This ball's got a chance. Score!
Cubs radio 4-3 the win at Tampa Wednesday. Cody Bellinger hit a 3-run homer in the 7th. Cubs closer Hector Neris allowed Jose Caballero's solo homer in the 9th before earning his 10th save in 13 chances. Seiya Suzuki homered for the Cubs, who are 6-13 since May the 22nd. They're 7 games out of first place in the National League Central. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Time for an oil change? Right now, you can save on Valvoline Restore and Protect, the only oil that restores and protects your engine to like factory clean. You can also save on brakes, tools, and more during the Father's Day sale with dad-approved deals through June 16th. AutoZone Father's Day sale, now through the 16th.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be.
There's a hidden gem in Elgin's South End. It harkens back to the days when going to a diner with family and friends was where everybody gathered for a delicious breakfast or lunch. Ray's Family Restaurant at 801 St. Charles Street in Elgin is a diner that you'll love with tasty food. The atmosphere of the staff are friendly and fast. They're open until 3 p.m. daily. You can never go wrong with Ray's. Visit raysfamilyrestaurant.com. That's raysfamilyrestaurant.com.
wine, and food bring people together. Vine and Plate Wine Bar and Provisions serves globally inspired plates and wines from around the world, bringing people together and creating moments that focus on what life is all about. Vine and Plate offers shared plates, flatbreads, sandwiches, and salads. You can choose wines from everywhere, and there's an extensive whiskey list too. Ingredients matter, quality matters, every detail matters. Visit thevineandplate.com today.
American Legion Post 57 in Elgin, Illinois presents Legion Cruise Nights. Wednesdays, May 8th, June 12th, July 10th, August 14th, and September 11th from 5 to 8 p.m. Come out and enjoy a great evening of cars, food, and music. Motorcycles, cars, trucks, military vehicles are all welcome. 50-50 raffles, door prizes. The event being sponsored by the American Legion Riders Post 57. 820 North Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois.
Listen up. Four Corners Radio is the new addition to WRMN's exciting lineup of highly informative talk radio programs. The show is hosted by William Pellerinos, a nationally recognized DUI expert witness and author of the book DUIs Decoded. The discussions on this program will focus on legal issues, food and restaurants, arts and entertainment, and diabetic health information. William Pellerinos brings on a variety of guests that include restaurant chefs, health experts, authors, attorneys, police officers, nurses, and local artists. Listen to Four Corners Radio every Saturday at noon, beginning on Saturday, May 25th on WRMN. Find out more info on Twitter at Police Project 1 and on Facebook at Pellerinos Police Project. That's Pelarenos Police Project.
A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittle.italy.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
We are Lions International, the world's largest service organization. We are volunteers committed to strengthening our communities and supporting those in need, one act of kindness at a time. For more than a century, Lions have been serving a world in need, right here in our community and around the world. Lions International makes the impossible possible. This is your invitation to join us, because the only thing missing from our mission to make a difference is you. Visit lionsclub.org to find a local Lions Club near you.
Looking for a place to try for breakfast or lunch? You'll find a gem of a restaurant with amazing food and great prices at the Tripleberry Cafe, 435 Angela Lane in Crystal Lake. For breakfast, try Tripleberry's strawberry cheesecake French toast, ribeye steak and eggs, or carnitas skillets. At lunch, there's the AM Burger or Chipotle Chicken BLT. There's delicious homemade cream of mushroom soup. For tasty home cooking, Tripleberry Cafe is the place to be. Visit tripleberrycafe.com.
Rooted in their family Mexican history, churros are made daily with love. Churros and Chocolate at 2533 West Algonquin Road has churros made from family recipes with care and fresh each day with delicious fillings. There's also the Frida Cafe, where you can relax and catch up with a friend while having a warm drink. Try Churros and Chocolate specialty churros, the churro sundae, or take home a churro cake. Visit chocolate-inc.com.
Garibaldi's Italian Eatery offers Italian dishes, subs, kids menus, and their delicious pizza. The foundation of a great pizza starts with the crust. Garibaldi's crust is crunchy at the bottom, airy in the middle, and perfect every time. The finest ingredients are used to give their pizza this exquisite crust and wonderful taste. Dine at either of the Garibaldi's two locations in Hoffman Estates and Arlington Heights. Free party rooms are available too. Visit Garibaldis.com today.
This is Larry Jones, and I'd like to talk to you about my bank, American Eagle Bank in South Elgin. Has your bank changed names in the last 10 years? Is your bank another faceless branch with headquarters in another city? Are you tired of earning next to nothing on your savings account or certificates of deposit, or does your personal banker treat you like a stranger? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you're ready for a new banking experience, and American Eagle is the place for you. American Eagle is a locally owned independent bank that's rooted in the community, and American Eagle customers are greeted by name and treated with the respect that they deserve. American Eagle has an innovative program, Eagle Savings, that teaches your children to save while earning prizes and rewards. American Eagle offers great rates on certificates of deposit. My bank is located in South Elgin on Randall Road between the Target and Caputo's and is open Monday through Saturday. Give them a call at 847-742-7400 and a real person will answer the phone. American Eagle Bank, a place where you matter.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. Kane County has taken a significant step towards sustainability by approving a county-wide climate action implementation plan. After 19 months of community consultation, the plan aims to slash greenhouse gas emissions by 25% by 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. Elgin residents should prepare for traffic changes this weekend due to the Juneteenth Cultural Festival on Grove Avenue. Stretching from Prairie Street to Lake Street will be off limits for both traffic and parking. The road closure is set for June 15th from the early morning hours until midnight. The Elgin Police Department reminding residents about the dangers of heat exposure, especially for vulnerable groups, including the elderly, young children, and those with chronic health conditions. Also reminding residents about not leaving pets in hot cars. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Febreze.
Fabric Talk. Hey, it's me, your couch. Today's my favorite day of the week. Febreze Fabric Spray Day. The occasional deep cleans are nice, but in between, you know I'm needing a refresh. Ooh, here she comes with the Febreze Fabric Spray. Oh yeah, spritz them armrests. Don't be shy. Nothing like a good spray down to get me smelling so fresh and clean. Don't forget my back. Nice. Febreze Fabric Spray. It's just that easy. Now we can both breathe happy. Febreze. La 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 la.
Oak Crest Residence is marking 120 years of continuous service for older adults. A private, non-for-profit community organization offering cutting-edge solutions for seniors with emphasis on personal choice and innovative programs. Located at 204 South State Street, you'll find short-term and permanent living along with daily options. This building is worth a visit. Blended with style and surrounded with historic significance. Make sure to ask to see the Cellar Pub, a resource available for private group rental. Really, this place has it all. During this 120th anniversary celebration year, the community is invited to join in for free lunches and programs. For more information, visit oakcrestatrium.org. That's oakcrestatrium.org.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Pretty much every other NFL team is slated for 3 weeks of OTAs and mandatory minicamp. Instead, the Bears are resting up as they pulled a week of OTAs off their schedule. One of the reasons that the Bears are slated to be in the Hall of Fame game that starts the preseason August the 1st in Canton, Ohio. They'll take on the Texans. That means they'll need to open training camp around the middle of July instead of later in the month.
Bellinger hits a drive into right center field and deep. This ball's got a chance. Score!
Cubs radio 4-3 the win at Tampa Wednesday. Cody Bellinger hit a 3-run homer in the 7th. Cubs closer Hector Neris allowed Jose Caballero's solo homer in the 9th before earning his 10th save in 13 chances. Seiya Suzuki homered for the Cubs, who are 6-13 since May the 22nd. They're 7 games out of first place in the National League Central. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Time for an oil change? Right now, you can save on Valvoline Restore and Protect, the only oil that restores and protects your engine to like factory clean. You can also save on brakes, tools, and more during the Father's Day sale with dad-approved deals through June 16th. AutoZone Father's Day sale, now through the 16th.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean.
A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittle.italy.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
Come see the only train-themed restaurant where all the seating is on the tracks. Two Toots Train Whistle Grill on Main Street in both Bartlett and Glen Ellen is always fun and always fresh. Two Toots Train Whistle Grill serves 100% grass-fed beef hot dogs and burgers. There's also chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, and more, all loaded up on 2 Lionel O scale trains and delivered directly to your seat. No one sits away from the fun, regardless of age. When a train arrives delivering your food, you'll smile ear to ear. Visit twotoots.com.
Welcome back to WRMN. WRMN 1410. I say welcome back because it's me, again, Dennis Onar Green, here for some out to lunch with you. It's our normal time. We had a special event last night, the premiere of For Profit. Wonderful movie, forprofitfilm.com. You can buy tickets now, forprofitfilm.com/theaters. You can actually buy tickets over at the South Barrington, Illinois AMC South Barrington 24 studio. 175 Studio Drive, South Barrington, Illinois. Tickets and showtimes now happening for Profit. I was talking with Mark a little bit about that, how it's a little difficult to say for profit. Go see For Profit, buy tickets for profit, right? There's too many fours, 4. Without much further delay, let's go ahead and bring in our esteemed executive producer, Ben Demonian Boquest, who was there with me at the premiere doing his best executive producer impressions. And I couldn't have done it without you, buddy.
Hey, man. No, a pleasure to be there. It was the first time in my media experience to have gone to a premiere, a movie premiere, and it was filmed at the place I work at. So that's pretty cool. Huh?
Right? It's amazing. It was, so we, bucket list wise, we've run the Super Bowl or run press at the Super Bowl. We've now run press at a movie premiere. What's next? Do we need like rocket launches or like presidential inaugurations? Like where else can we go, Ben?
You know, as far as I'm concerned, there's no ceiling. We should be striving for all that stuff. There's no reason why we can't be at all that stuff. We're everywhere, man. Talk to this town, but going nationwide.
How did you like the movie, buddy?
I was very, very happy with the outcome of it. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest, like, you know, I had that idea, maybe it might be a little preachy for religion, or, you know, with independent films, it's hard sometimes. It's definitely, it's so hard to make a movie, but sometimes they're not that great. And this one is amazing. I was very pleasantly surprised with the outcome of it. And I think, it was relatable to anybody. And if it could possibly maybe lead you to being spiritual, or you'd at least just be comfortable about having a conscience.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think a lot of it, too, with that message is, honestly, what I took away from it was spinning your wheels. It was, when life is trying to tell you, whether or not higher power, will of the universe, et cetera, whatever you want to do, but when your life is pulling you towards a direction. When your skill set matches up with an opportunity and it's in front of you. Like that's what it is. Like if I like cake and the opportunity to eat cake is in front of me and the world puts cake in front of me, I mean, this is an opportunity right here. And I think a lot of
there's speaking of which, there's the pie eating competition at the 4th of July this year that we were talking about in downtown Elgin. So your dream could be a reality. Sam's cake for pie.
I could take that.
Yeah.
My favorite cake is actually a pie. Cheesecake.
That's not a cake at all, then, is it?
Cheesecake is a pie. I'll argue almost anybody.
That's a gray area. They play in debates about cheesecake or pie.
Where is the line, though? That's the thing. Like, if key lime pie is a pie, but cheesecake is not, like, is it a consistency thing? Is it a citrus thing? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, what are we talking about? French silk.
Cheese pie. Anyway, for-profit movie, right? So you're right. There is some stipulations that you have with independent films or with Christian or faith-based sides. And what I like about this is it in no way is heavy-handed. Now, we all know that there is some spirituality between angels and demons. You're already going to get that anyway with this duality aspect of it. One on one shoulder, one on the other, et cetera. That already comes with spiritual connotation already. But what I really like about this is it's not heavy-handed in the you need a savior. It is more of a why are you fighting the nature of the world? It was a thing where Damon, the main character, is not a lazy person. He helps out at the it's not a juice bar. They do. It's the smoothie place. I can't remember what the joke is. I think the joke is that it is a juice bar, and they call it a smoothie place.
The place they filmed the Blue Box down the street.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, it was a raw food bar or whatever, smoothie place. Yeah.
So the main character is not lazy. He's not being called to be a prophet because he's just a sack of bones that doesn't do nothing. I think what the message is, and talking with Mark, the writer and director, Mark Stewart Iverson, speaking with him about it, my takeaway from this is stop spinning your wheels and do what you have with purpose. Don't reluctantly do it and spin your wheels just because you have to do it. Do it with a purpose. Do it with surrendering to that plan, whether it's God's plan or whether that is human's plan. Hey, how are you, sir? God's plan or human plan or your plan or whatever it is. Surrendering to the higher power of an idea is really where that message was. And we can all surrender to that higher power of idealism and say, this is the moral, this is the scruple, this is the direction, and these are the people I want in the world, so I'm going to be that person. Do you see you kind of take that away, Ben?
It hit on a lot of stuff. It was a very widely focused as far as just betterment. Like it goes through marital issues, and there's stuff. There's really some heavy content that if you didn't get emotional, there's probably you're probably not that great of a conversation. But other than that, there were some very emotional parts in there, funny stuff, and the big takeaway for me was basically working with your community and understanding a grieving process. yeah, I guess finding your purpose, and in the case of the main character, he was kind of down in a rut, even though he had everything going for him. And it was just it seemed to me like he was processing the grief of, a lot of grief. I don't want to give too much away about the movie, but yeah, go see it. I'm thinking about it. Just saw it yesterday.
And watch it again, right?
Yeah, good film. What about it?
You go and watch it again.
Yeah, sure. No, I'd watch it. In fact, it's going to be available on Hulu and Amazon and all that stuff, so I'm sure I'll watch it again.
Yep. Tickets go out on sale now. You can see it in theaters as early as the 21st. So get your tickets now. You can go to forprofitfilm.com and see it there. But that's what we're going to talk about today, Ben, is epiphanies. When were you in your life and you realized I am in the wrong lane? I need to turn around and I need to go that direction. Or was it, oh my gosh, the turn is coming up. I cannot wait until I'm able to change my direction. What has been your epiphany? Have you had an epiphany before? Do you know what that means, of just that lightning bolt strike of this is what your purpose is for your life? That's what I want to open up the phone lines for, is that type of side. Now, Ben and I might get into a few other things throughout the show today, but that'll be the undertone topic for today, is share your epiphany. Share your change. Share, did something happen? Were you one of those, Ben, you're not the oldest, right?
No, I'm a younger brother.
Yeah. So you had the knowledge and foresight of watching them get in trouble. And then you, as the younger, get to turn around and go, I ain't doing that. That's kind of an epiphany in itself.
Yep. Sure. Yeah. I don't know if that would be an epiphany.
Oh, maybe.
Just kind of a dynamic, more so.
U.S. Air Force Band of Mid-America, Liberty for All concert happening on the 30th. Going through our announcements here, Benjamin. U.S. Air Force Band. My stepmother was actually in the U.S. Air Force Band. She played clarinet.
Nice.
Yeah, she was in the Air Force.
Oh, I met her at your wedding.
Yeah, I don't get to make fun of her too often for being in the Air Force, but then I also get to make fun of her for playing an instrument in the military. So it's funny. I say, well, like, cool. were your best friends the drummer and the flautist as you guys were walking around?
The clarinet's cool though, dude. Ask Kenny G.
Kenny G, that's it. No, it's great. So this is the actual Air Force Band of Mid-America. They've got a couple different Air Force bands. I think this one is actually out of Wright Pat, if I had to. No, Scott Air Force Base is where they are going to have it. So on the 30th, free performance, open to the public. United States Air Force Band of Mid-America, Sunday, June 30th, 3 p.m., Memorial Park Band Shell. That's in Wheaton, 225 Karlskolga Avenue, Wheaton, Illinois. Right there, Memorial Park Band Shell in Wheaton, the Liberty for All thing. Are you doing anything for 4th of July, Benjamin? You got anything special planned? Other than the parade, you got anything during the season? Summer activities you're looking forward to?
I'm hoping to get up to Lake Geneva. That's for dang sure.
Wow, that'll be great.
Oh, Lake Geneva's the best. I go to Bigfoot State Park. There's pretty cheap camping, and it's right across the street from the lake. So you could walk from your campsite, maybe if you want to bike, but it's really not that far, right to Lake Geneva, one of the deeper lakes in Illinois, Wisconsin area, if you didn't know.
It's the deeper lakes is up there?
One of the deeper lakes that is out there. It's formed from a glacier that just really made the lake deep.
It sounds frosty.
It's fun. No, it was a super fun lake to paddleboard on. Great place to visit. But I think I'll do that sometime during the summer, I'm hoping. But other than that, really going to focus on enjoying the parade at downtown Elgin for the first time. It's going right down Douglas.
There you go. Certified comes in and says, thanks, Sonar, for the guidance in the premiere for Profit. No, it was great. Ben was my number 2 with that. We had, 7 different crew members show up from the school as well. Got some learning done. Lots of pictures to be had. It was a fun time.
Just getting there and being a part of an event like that is invaluable experience. I was telling one of the helpers, the crew, this is I've been in the industry doing this stuff for almost 15 years, and this is the first time I've ever been around a movie premiere. So
it was neat. We got some red carpet pictures too, Ben, that we got to release.
Yeah.
You looking all dapper?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was the hottest day of the year to wear a suit too. So,
it was. Oh my goodness.
Far.
And then Ben got catcalled at the end on the way back to the van. Ben got catcalled on the way back.
It happens.
Hey boys.
It happens more than you'd suspect.
Hey boys, how you doing?
It happens more than you'd suspect.
When we come back, we've got a message from Sherry Aschenbrenner. From the desk of Sherry Aschenbrenner, she says bank text messages scams are getting worse. I'll read that message from her. Sherry Aschenbrenner from the city of Elgin, Senior Services Coordinator, I believe. We've got a message here. Bank scams, man. All those text message scams and all that other stuff that's going on. You got to watch out for it, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get your info. Don't do it. Don't give it to them. Out to lunch. WRMN. We'll be right back after these.
It's always exciting to hear Elgin business owners like Tanner Melvin of Side Street Studios share positivity about the local community.
Elgin is on its way, and it has been, and we got set back, the pandemic, and it's been rough. Everyone has felt it in so many different ways. What we're trying to do is a lot of hand-holding and shoulder rubbing and being like, it's okay. Mm-hmm. We're trying to get this town a lot more money. We're very lucky to live in this community right now. There's nothing like this around here.
Feel the positive power of the first shift with me, Marky B, weekday mornings on WRMN.
The weather is getting better, and we know it's the time when ladders and DIYers come out. Before you start any new outdoor projects, ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any type of work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Hey there, this is Marky B from The First Shift, inviting you to join Brian Anderson for his new radio show, Kane County Speaks, every Thursday from 9 until 10 a.m. during the final hour of my morning show. It's an election year, and Brian will discuss important local issues and interview local candidates from the perspective of Kane County Speaks. The show will feature open phone lines for your thoughts, comments, and questions, and the chat room will be open at WRMN Radio on YouTube. Kane County Speaks is citizen-driven and focused on making Kane County a better place to live and work with goals of freedom, security, and prosperity for all. To learn more about their grassroots organization, you can check them out at KaneCountySpeaks.com. Let's discuss the issues of Kane County so that you can get involved and make a difference too. It's Kane County Speaks every Thursday morning with Brian Anderson from 9 until 10 a.m. during the first shift right here on WRMN, AM 1410, and at WRMN Radio on YouTube.
Attention all Schaumburg Boomers fans. Friday, June 14th at 6:30 p.m., join the Schaumburg Boomers as they face off against the Washington Wild Things. There will be a post-game fireworks show, and it's Princess Night. Meet your favorite princesses and dress up. On Saturday, June 15th at 6:30 for post-game fireworks and baseball to end Alzheimer's Awareness Night. Special purple jerseys will be auctioned to benefit LMJ's Lost Souls, thanks to Matt Harold American Family Insurance.
It's easier than you think for pests to threaten your family's health.
ticks, which spread dangerous diseases, hide in tall grasses, and even on your pets. Rodents easily invade your home, contaminate food, and can carry more than 35 diseases. Mosquitoes, which breed in standing water, transmit many diseases. Get the facts you need to protect your family at pestworld.org. It's that easy. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
If you are 50 years and older, you are welcome to join Elgin State Bank's sponsored movie days at Elgin Marcus Theater. It will always be on the second Thursday of each month. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. At 9 a.m., you will hear a very brief message from Sherry Aschenbrenner about upcoming senior events, and movies will begin at approximately 9:30 a.m. Coffee and a donut is complimentary. You can always call the movie theater hotline number of 847-888-7976 to find out what movies are playing each month. The cost is $3 if you are a member of Elgin State Bank, meaning you have an account there, and $5 if you are a non-member. And for more senior information, catch Sherry's Senior Showcase on the third Tuesday of every month at 9:15 a.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Out to Lunch, WRMN. WRMN, Voice of the Valley. Hey, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. Sorry, somebody just walked by. Let's shout out. Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, home of radio shopping. You can find all of the radio shopping deals at WRMN1410.com. You can find more things there than just the deals. Our ever-evolving website is pretty cool. You can see some of the behind-the-scenes pictures that we've got. I hope to put some of our shoot from yesterday up there. All kinds of good stuff that are coming around for everything. If you want to be part of it, you just know how to do it. Jump in on the AM dial. Can't do anything without an audience. Thanks for being there. Or if you want to be more involved with the show, jump in on the chat. Drop a message. YouTube.com/@WRMN Radio. You can go ahead and find WRMN right there in that search as well. Put in WRMN right there in almost any search engine and we'll pop up. Somewhere down the line we'll get that. On with me today, again, as usual, esteemed executive producer Ben Demonium Boquest, who was also with me at the premiere of forprofitfilm.com. How'd you like it, buddy? It was good. I keep asking you over and over again, but I'll tell you, I just like it. It's one of those things. How you like that is like it just. I know you like it, so I just like to say how you like it.
How about that?
How about that?
No, it's great.
That was cool. There was a lot of funny parts. What was one of your favorite funny parts that was in it?
That's a tough one. I don't know. A lot of the Archangel stuff was hilarious. So yeah, probably just that.
Her communication, the way that she talked was there, or angel language.
Yeah, or that, or the Dark Angel too. The demon.
Stay tuned for the taser scene.
Damon's demon was cool,
yes.
And Damon's angel was cooler.
Yeah,
I think so. A little funnier because, yeah, obviously the demon guy was supposed to be a little bit annoying, and just kind of that kind of vibe for you. So yeah,
the taser scene at the courthouse, I think, is what got it for me. That was a fun. That was a fun.
Yeah, that was funny.
Little bit there. No, it's a good movie. It's great. Family movie too. That's what I really enjoyed about it, is the whole time that when you're watching a movie and you're like, man, this person would really like it. Like you've got one of those friends or one of those family members that it was they would really like this movie or whatever. The entire time I was thinking, man, I think the kids would love this. This would be fantastic to watch at the house. This would be a really good thing to take them out for the movie, to spend a whole night out with the family, go get some dinner and go see a movie with it. Take the family out for a date. So, no, I just thought that most of that time was just there. But I did tease the scams here. So from the desk of Sherry Ashenbrenner, I am sure that Mark went over through some of this as well. But bank and text message scams are getting worse. According to the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, last year more scams originated through text message than through phone calls, right? Because they give you the text and it's just a link. Pop a link, boom. Oh, this must be from the thing. You hit a link and then immediately they're right on to you. Latched over. Do not ever open any link you do not recognize.
Yeah, that's
never. 100%. If you can't read the link, if you don't know where that link is taking you to, do not click on it. I don't care if it's a text message. I don't care if like somebody sent you a letter with that link in it and you have to physically type it in. Do not go to a link that you do not know where you're going to end up. It's like time portal alternate dimensions, Benjamin.
Yeah, or else you need to get a new computer. Get your hacker friend to figure it out.
Your hacker friend. That's right. Everybody needs a hacker friend.
Yes.
Maybe not your hacker friend from rehab. Phony text messages called smishing.
It works.
Smishing. You've heard of phishing, right? PHIS? Phishing?
Or PHIS and Chiming G.
PH.
Which just means you're looking for good vibes, like the band Fish. Everybody listen to Fish. The greatest jam band.
Bro, I've been fishing for the last 30 years, man.
Some people never stop.
Phony text messages called smishing for like SM messaging, which purport to be from your bank is a scam, but is a scam that has drastically increased recently. We've all been seeing it every once in a while. You text out something. Maybe you're like, hey, I'm going to send $5 to this place, right? I'm just going to sign up, send $5 to that place. And before you know it, you signed up to be on a letter somewhere. And now your phone number is being sold as a group to a whole nother set of scammers and everything else. Because at the end of the day, the scammers, yes, by all means, the scammers can go down the phone numbers. And I can call 111 111 111, like I could just bang it out, and then 111 1112. Like I can do that. It is incredibly inefficient. It is more efficient to know that number has an active person on the other end who signs up for text messaging. And that right there is what breeds this environment of people to blast these text messages out. So the reason I bring this up is because of our messaging system that we've got here. You've got YouTube. You've also got the call-in line that Benjamin's on right now. If you want to hop on right beside him, take a seat, Riker your way onto that chair. 847-931-1410, right? You spin it around, you step, or what is it? Cool school counselor. Sit in the chair backwards, ready to go. But watch out for these text messages. So part of this is the good text message numbers, just like texting or going to websites. Same thing, numbers. Don't answer numbers you don't know. Caller ID is getting a lot smarter. Go ahead.
By the way, our new text-in number is 926-505-1410.
Nope. Try again.
505-926-1410. 1410.
Ding. Nailed it. Good job, buddy. 505-926-1410. Benjamin helped me pick that number out, by the way. He was like, I like that number. It's easy to remember. And I think it is. I think you've got it. You only got to say it wrong once, and then everybody's like, no, the 505's in the front. So the other thing I like about it is it's upside down, too. You can take the 505 and flop them. You can take the 926 and flop it. So right now, I'm looking at the text message side of everything. Let me pull it up again. Today's been fantastic. There it is. Kathy Edwards is coming in right now. Sonar, you guided me to a seat. Was still short of breath, kinda. That's very true. I wanted to make sure everybody had their seat when I was running around. Let's see here.
I saw that. Nice.
No, we wanted to make sure that all of our guests felt comfortable and were able to get in there.
I was already up in the top row. I scoped out my spot. I think the film had just started. I missed the very beginning of it. But, yeah, I saw you walk somebody down there. Glad that was Catherine. Cool.
Yep, certified. We really appreciate you being out there.
Yeah, thanks for coming out to the premiere. It was a great night. So many people were there. That was awesome. Great turnout.
Oh, yeah, hundreds. They measured it in hundreds, buddy. Multiple hundreds. And then most of those people walked the carpet, too, which was really neat.
Yeah, true. Should have been giving out that text number.
Oh, that text number. That's right. 505-926-1410. If you want to, I know we got a lot of numbers over here, but that's okay. You can find all of our numbers at a really simple place, WRMN1410.com. If you want to call into the studio, 847-931-1410, and that is on the website. And if you want to text into the studio, 505-926-1410, you can also call that number. If you wanted to leave a message and you don't want Ben or I to just berate you or keep you on here too long and you just want to send us a message, you can absolutely do that. By the way, it also turns into a text message. So if you tell me in that message, please do not play my voice, I won't play your voice. I'll just read your message. It's right there. And then I can play my my sound effect from Owen Wilson of, wow, that's a good message.
Just say hi.
Just say hi. Just call in and say hi. If you want to text in, text in. Absolutely.
Why not? Yeah. This person says hi. That person says hi.
I'll tell you what. Next person that texts me right now, I will give them 2 tickets to the Volo Auto Museum.
Nice.
You call in 505-926-1410. You can come down to the radio station, and you will have 2 shiny, brand new Volo Auto Museum tickets right there. Pick up that phone right now, 505-926-1410. Still waiting on the first one. Ben, lots of great innovations that are coming up through here. We're still waiting on somebody's epiphany. We want to hear an epiphany. Maybe I'll tell you mine.
Yeah, I thought we gotta.
Maybe that's what I should do.
Warm the waters a bit, right?
It's true. Nobody wants to be the first 8th grader on the dance floor. So let me go ahead and bust a move when we come back. That's what we're talking about today. Epiphany.
Cliffhanger.
Send a message. Epiphanies. Where did you feel that strike of lightning? This is the path I need to be on. This is where I need to be. Or was it more of like a deja vu of, yeah, this is it. This is where I'm supposed to be right now. Out to lunch, WRMN 1410. 2 Volo auto tickets going out for first person, 505-926-1410 for our text line. See you on the other side.
You never know what or who you'll hear from on the first shift with me, Marky B. Like Tim Sconing, a WRMN news reporter back in the 1960s.
The jingles you all played, they were purchased by Dick Sutter. He was at some radio convention. He came back with this reel. I remember them playing that in the studio. We were so excited. We thought we were network now. And it's the same jingles today.
That's great.
Every time I hear them, I get excited about it.
I'm sure.
It's a lot of fun.
Fun times on the first shift, right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Twin Gyros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Gyros has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinsgyros.com. That's Twin Gyros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois.
Celebrating 70 years of serving the Fox River Valley, WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM is proud to inform and entertain you every day with great local shows that keep you connected with the people in your community, like the Radio Shopping Show, where listeners are encouraged to let us know about their experiences with our business partners.
We did the Japanese garden, and they had a free show at the time that we went. We went over to Denny's restaurant where we did the breakfast, and then we head off to Wisconsin Dells. We did the Pirates Cove, the Knucklehead. It was just a fun 3-day trip. So thanks to you guys.
The voice of the Valley and the home of the Radio Shopping Show. You are listening to WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
For an absolutely amazing meal and attentive, smiling staff, try Red Ox Restaurant and Bar in Hampshire. They have a delicious Friday night fish fry. There's so many great dishes on the menu that'll keep you returning. Try their savory French onion soup. Then for your main course, choose from a wide variety of steaks and chops, fried chicken, shrimp, or juicy prime rib, done just the way you like it. Red Ox also has daily specials and a full bar for you and your friends. Visit redoxhampshire.com today.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. No matter the time of the day, WRMN 1410 AM is your platform to voice your views, share your stories, and connect with the Valley like never before. We're more than just radio. We're a community conversation that's always live, always local, and always looking for your input. Want to chime in on the drive time deal with Matt McNeil? Got a hot tip for first shift with Marky B? Or maybe you've got a question for a one-on-one with Leah. Now's the time to make your voice heard by calling Studio 14 at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. You can join in the dialogue from wherever you are by commenting on our YouTube live streams at WRMN Radio. Hit the subscribe button to get notified when we go live and bring your comments to the table. It's easy, it's fun, and hey, it's what neighbors do. We talk, we listen, we engage. You're not just the audience, you're part of the show. Call in, comment, and let's make radio interactive. WRMN 1410 AM, where your words are part of our wavelength.
Welcome back. WRMN. WRMN 1410. Not to be confused with any other 1410s that are out there in the world. When you look for your 1410s, make sure they're WRMNs. I'm trying to feel different taglines, Ben.
I love it.
When you're choosing WRMNs, make sure they're 1410s. Oh, no, there's only one WRMN.
Yeah.
There's more 1410s out there. I had it the other way. I had it right.
Are you still making fun of me for getting the text number wrong? Is that
No, dude. No. I'm not in any kind of way, sir.
Good.
No. And even then, I wasn't even beginning.
Like, that's what you were doing.
I wasn't even beginning to do that anyway.
I'm just being defensive.
No.
It's okay.
And even when I pointed out that you helped me pick it out for the remembrance, that wasn't me digging into you. That was just me stating facts. I apologize. Sometimes my sarcastic facts sound like digs.
I suffer from a monotone syndrome too, so no one knows if I'm being sarcastic or not.
There you go. Hey, you've got a buddy sitting over here on the phone line with you. Let's go ahead and bring them over. Hello, caller. Welcome on to the show. have you had an epiphany, or what would you like to talk about today?
I'd like to talk about communications.
Sure, communications. Let's do it.
Well, I built my first wireless radio operator to mess up AM radio for my neighbors when I was, I think, about 12 years old. I was still in grammar school.
This sounds like an epiphany, Bob. Are you trying to trick me and say that you aren't going to stick on the subject? I think you are. This is it. Is this your motivation?
I only turned the radio on about 15 minutes ago, and I've been busy doing other things.
Oh, that's fine.
But
Tell me about your childhood,
for a long time.
of how you've been with communication. Go ahead, sir.
And that is that we've had a lot of problems with communications between the studio there and the transmitter.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time it goes off the air, the transmitter don't go off the air. Never has. Never was.
Oh, yeah. So
we stayed on the air. So
the two issues that we've had, and I'll let you in on the stuff. I'll talk about the transmitter with you. So yesterday, the heat actually burnt out the AC out there. So when the AC burns out, it doesn't get any cooler. It gets the opposite direction. So our system has a fail-safe so that it doesn't just overheat itself and burst into flames. It shuts down. So the team went out there. Brian went out there to help us and put us on the backup. So here we are on the backup as it goes. And would you know it, a storm that comes in out of nowhere. Well, I guess not out of nowhere. People to the west of us knew it was coming, or at least had experienced it. They could have warned us, Bob, is all I'm saying. Comcast knocks an entire node off that area over there. So we've just had perfect storm after perfect storm, Bob.
I understand. Back in the olden days,
yeah,
it was copper wire between that post there, AT&T.
Yes, sir.
And, of course, that cost money. Nowadays, everybody is looking for a cheaper way and a better way from an acoustical standpoint or frequency.
Well, copper's pretty expensive as well. If I ran copper from here to the transmitter, first off, people would be pretty angry because, I mean, it'd be a really long cable. It'd be like in the streets. You'd be stepping over it all the time. But as far as the power goes, for us around here, the adage that Ben and I have is with power and internet, we can do almost anything. So when we lose one of those two, we are dead in the water.
Yeah, understandable.
Is honestly
like
what
I
it is.
say, the transmitter is always on the air. It never goes off.
Yes, sir. Yeah, unless it loses power. Then once it loses power, then, I mean, unless...
well, it didn't lose power today.
It did. This morning at 8, it did. And that's why it went off, and it took us a little bit to get it back on.
You. I had the radio on all the time, and you never lost the carrier.
The carrier stayed on for you?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I heard over here, but what I was told from over there is that they lost some sort of power. Either it was from whatever the receiver was or something. But you're right, I can hear the carrier signal. I heard it when I came in.
Right. Now, of course, you're not going to run a wire between here and there.
Of course not.
That's cost prohibitive.
Now, we've used microwaves before, though.
A direct line from AT&T, you'd pay through the nose for it, and so I understand that. But when you're depending upon Comcast or any other internet, it's the word I want to use, a digital provider, you're going to be taking a chance because things happen there.
Yeah, so you're an engineer with communications as well. So here's our plan. I don't like to have a single point of failure. Navy taught me redundancy. Have 5 or 6 different ways to do the same thing, because you can't call nobody. You're out there in the middle of nowhere. Can't call pizza. Can't call the fire department. Can't call the police. It's me. I call me. So what our redundancies are is we are going to have the Comcast that's out there as our primary hard line. because let's give them a good number. 95% of the time they are up. They are up more often than they are down. It happens. But in those times that they are down, what Dean and I have decided is we are going to put out a wireless signal out there. Then that way we aren't relying on the copper at all. And even if somebody goes and severs the copper, we are still able to provide service. So that unit is in. We just have to get it fired up. That's what the crew's putting in.
Okay, I know that they were tinkering around for a while there, year 2 or 3 back, with microwave between the 2 points.
Absolutely. We use a microwave over in Evanston, WCGO, a sister station of us here. We use a microwave with that. We use the Marty system. And the Marty system, the problem with that is now point to point. So I have to have line of sight for the microwave to actually work.
That wasn't all that dependable either, but.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I mean. Somebody stands in the way of your Marty, you're not going to do it. A bird perches in front of your Marty, you're going to lose signal. Right. So there's multiple different ways. Nobody is 100%, but you strive for 100% by having 2 or 3 different backups. But I appreciate you listening, Bob, and especially making sure that carrier stays on.
All righty. Like I say, communications has been my business, but sometimes it's a little difficult for me to put a handle around all of this because I'm an old dog, and it's still tough to teach an old dog new tricks.
But you know what, man? The classics never grow old. This is it. A lot of what AM radio is simple electronics. If you understand the simple electronics of how a coil and the drawing of energy comes out into a system, then you can understand radio pretty easily. So you already have the knowledge, man. It's just we just put weirder packages on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we appreciate your call, buddy.
Alrighty, have a great one, guys.
You too. We had another caller that came in. That caller, by all means, if you want to hop in, change the thing. But I tried to get Bob in there, and if you listen to it, it was part of the epiphany. Bob was telling us even as early as a kid, communications has been his bag. It's always been talking and working on the electronic side of things. So
very cool.
It's
Great
neat.
Call.
It's neat to see those things. We got a text call in.
What?
Yeah. I got a text call came in, and it was from Eddie down in where's Eddie? Where did he say from? Geneva. So Eddie from Geneva got the tickets. He's going to come in and pick those up and go to the auto museum. Said he never went. Eddie from Geneva said it never has gone. So it's like just waiting on an opportunity, I suppose. Here it was, serendipity as it moves through. Text line as it goes through. Let's see here. And, of course, Kathy is texting in as well. We always love some text from Kathy with some high sonar texting. She was over in the chat, and now she's moved over to the text. Like we said, multiple lines of communication for us in here. And like Bob said, we are tightening up our communication to the tower to make sure that you get the best that you can. We've only got 5 minutes, Ben. I want to talk a little bit about why I do what I do over here and my epiphany. It wasn't necessarily an epiphany moment. It was more of a this is it. This is what I can do. I like this. I could do this forever type of thing. And as a kid, I was always grounded as a kid, Ben. And most of the time I was grounded as a kid either for, I don't know, not doing the work, like not doing the homework. Like you spent all day teaching me this thing. I spent all day showing you that I know this thing. And now you're going to send me home so that I can go do it by myself and show up tomorrow so we can prove that we learned something again. Just teach me and move on, people. My goodness. I don't want to spend 5 weeks on fractions. Let's spend 2 weeks on fractions and learn them and get them done. Like, for me, that's what school was. So I didn't do a lot of that extra busy work as I thought. I figured I got the knowledge. I don't need the extra pedagogic going home and learning the thing I just spent, like 6-7 hours learning, Benjamin. I just learned how to do the thing. Why am I going to spend really the extra 45 minutes at my house is what's really going to make the difference on there? So what I always got in trouble for was I didn't get in trouble for grades. Now I would get my zeros or whatever, but because of my test scores for everything, my homework would usually balance out, and that's where I would become a C student. Benjamin, when you call a med student with straight C's, you call that person a doctor. So it doesn't matter necessarily A's, B's, what have you, as you move through. So that's the mentality I took. Now, is it the right mentality? Is it whatever? No, but it was me as a kid. I wanted the knowledge, and that's all I wanted. I didn't need the paper. I didn't need the practice. So I was always grounded. And me being grounded, that meant go to your room, no television. Not like today where everybody's got a television in every room. That's where I think Back to the Future 2 got it wrong. Instead of a fax machine in every room, it should have been a screen. Right. But anyway,
yeah,
I regress a little bit, or whatever the phrase is. But I listened to the radio. I listened to the music. I listened to the oldies station because I wasn't allowed to listen to the devil rock. And not to the point of just mad, don't listen to that. It was like, hey, we're this kind of household. We don't listen to that stuff here. So it wasn't necessarily scold or rebellious type of side. I think like my first CD I ever, my first 2 CDs I got as a Christmas present when I got my stereo, because grounded enough, you got to listen to something. Was the Beach Boys and Phillips, Craig, and Dean.
Nice.
That's my two CDs.
How about edited versions? Did you ever get that?
Nope. Didn't get edited versions. And then the radio aspect of it was always golden oldies.
Oh, wow.
So I did golden oldies and talk. 700 WLW, Cincinnati. We could reach it. But yeah, so I would listen to the radio and I would be a part of these conversations of these people. And that was a lot of my, not necessarily social interaction, but it was a lot of my entertainment as a kid. Because as a kid, what are you going to do? You're going to listen to music, you're going to play with toys, you're going to do what have you. You have some sort of audio going on as we're going. Is it a television or are you playing around? So where I turned around and I said, I want to do this is when I got, are you ready for this, Ben? One Christmas, I got a Talkboy. One of those handheld microphone that you can just talk right into and record yourself.
I'm on too.
I was making radio day one, buddy. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to record my brother and sister saying stuff. Nope. I'm Dennis Green and welcome to my show. Good stuff. Out to lunch, WRMN. Let's talk epiphanies. Let's talk purpose. We'll be right back after this.
When you need your banker, they should be ready to put you first. At Wintrust, you can have the banking experience you need and the one you deserve. Ready for a change? We've made it even easier. Our new sophisticated online platform makes opening accounts a breeze, but our bankers are always here for you. Open a new Total Access checking account in minutes at wintrust.com/fast. Plus, get $300.
$100 required to open. Requirements to qualify. Must use link to apply.
Member FDIC.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 1 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Skyrizi. Explore proven results with Skyrizi. Elgin residents should prepare for traffic changes this weekend due to the Juneteenth Cultural Festival on Grove Avenue. Stretching from Prairie Street to Lake Street, it'll be off limits for both traffic and parking. The road closure is set for June 15th from the early morning hours until midnight. The Elgin Police Department reminding residents about the dangers of heat exposure, especially for vulnerable groups, including the elderly, young children, and those with chronic health conditions. Also reminding residents about not leaving pets in hot cars. Kane County has taken a significant step towards sustainability by approving a county-wide climate action implementation plan. After 19 months of community consultation, the plan aims to slash greenhouse gas emissions by 25% by 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Febreze. Fabric Talk. Hey, it's me, your couch. Today's my favorite day of the week. Febreze Fabric Spray Day. The occasional deep cleans are nice, but in between, you know I'm needing a refresh. Ooh, here she comes with the Febreze Fabric Spray. Oh yeah, spritz them armrests. Don't be shy. Nothing like a good spray down to get me smelling so fresh and clean. Don't forget my back. Nice. Febreze Fabric Spray. It's just that easy. Now we can both breathe happy. Febreze. La 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 la.
America's First Responders Fest, Saturday, September 7th at Panton Mill Park, South Elgin, Illinois. Join us Saturday, September 7th for America's First Responders Fest. The South Elgin event will pay tribute to veterans and all first responders. This year's event includes Rapid Response 5K and Fun Run starting at 10 a.m. The festival hours are 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We'll have first responder stage tributes. There will be a classic car show from JP Car Shows. Live bands featuring Deacon Frost, Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones, Jimmy Nick, and the Junkyard Groove. We'll broadcast live right here on WRMN 1410 and at WRMN Radio on YouTube. There will be food and beverage trucks, kids' activities, and market-style vendor booths. For more information and updates leading up to the event, please visit afrfest.org. Again, that's Saturday, September 7th. For more information, visit afrfest.org. That's America's First Responders Fest, Saturday, September 7th. At Panton Mill Park, South Elgin, Illinois.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Bellinger hits a drive into right center field and deep. This ball's got a chance. Score!
Cubs radio 4-3 the win at Tampa Wednesday. Cody Bellinger hit a 3-run homer in the 7th. Cubs closer Hector Neris allowed Jose Caballero's solo homer in the 9th before earning his 10th save in 13 chances. Seiya Suzuki homered for the Cubs, who are 6-13 since May the 22nd. They're 7 games out of first place in the National League Central. It was a 10-inning affair in Seattle last night. The Mariners came out on top 2-1 over the White Sox. Mitch Haniger's single in the 10th drove in the winning run. The Mariners have won 16 one-run games. That's the most in the majors. It's a 4-game winning streak. They've got a 6.5-game advantage over Texas in the American League West. The Sox are a major league worst, 17-52. The losing skid sits at 4. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Time for an oil change? Right now, you can save on Valvoline Restore and Protect, the only oil that restores and protects your engine to like factory clean. You can also save on brakes, tools, and more during the Father's Day sale with dad-approved deals through June 16th. AutoZone Father's Day sale, now through the 16th.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective. A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Experts say regular auto maintenance is one of the most important things for your car. Meineke Car Care Center at 376 Sundown Road in South Elgin covers all your automotive needs. From oil changes, brake services, and emission testing, Meineke's expert staff provides hard work and dedication with the utmost professionalism. Need an oil change? Visit Meineke in South Elgin for their 23-point inspection. Call 847-888-9644.
Take your family out or meet up with a friend for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Elgin IHOP, located at 101 Randall Road by the theater. They're open for dining 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Stop in at 3 p.m. for happy hour with discounted meal deals for early birds starting at just $6. You can choose from breakfast choices like the pancake sundaes or juicy burgers or maybe a classic burrito bowl. Check out the menu at ihop.com today.
Out to lunch, WRMN. My name is Dennis Sonar Green. I'll be taking you through the next hour of Out to Lunch. Right here on WRMN 1410. Is no other 1410 substitute. If you want the purest 1410, make sure it's WRMN. Is that better, Ben? Is that a better tagline with it?
I like it. Make sure all your 1410s are WRMNs.
For your 1410 listening pleasure, make sure it's WRMN. What are we talking about, 1410? Well, those of you on the YouTube side, you may be a little young for this, but 1410 is actually the frequency of our AM station. It's there. I know you cool kids on the YouTube side. You're there. You're chatting away. You're texting us back and forth. But you can find it on the AM dial. And likewise, you fantastic people holding down the fort on the AM dial. I'm glad we're back up. I'm glad we've got our signal back up and running. Those of you on the AM side, if you want something to look at, I'm not saying it's good, bad, or otherwise, something to look at, right? It's me right now. I'm the only thing on camera. I don't want to be too narcissistic. I already have a microphone shoved in my face, and 10 hours a week I got to fill with content. Don't make me more narcissistic. I'm wearing my shirt, as many on the chat have said, for profit, forprofitfilm.com. Benjamin was at the premiere with me. We shared a popcorn. It was a fun time. What was the thing? Because I'm going to interview you now for a second, Benjamin. How was it for your first movie premiere setup? So you've done many multiple events.
Oh, many.
Multiple places, even multiple events in the same day from different venues. You have done all of these things. This one specifically was in the style of a movie premiere. How exciting was that when you jumped in, Benjamin? Oh,
it was great. Yeah, it was a real experience experience because, yeah, as I said, it's been 15 years in this industry doing events and meetings, and mostly, along the trade show line and, corporate meeting events or galas, things like a little bit of music and concert experience as well, setting up stages and stuff like that. But I've never done a movie premiere, and it was a great turnout. It was cool to see all the people who were the actors and actresses from the film and the people who put everything together, the producers, the writer and director. It was really just well done. And yeah, the turnout was great. It was like the faces of Elgin were there, and you could feel the love for the town come through the movie and in the crowd. It was just very well received. It was a great experience overall. 5 out of 5 stars on a 5-star scale.
Yes, sir. If I could give a 6 star, but according to lore, the 6 star is unattainable. If I could give that 6 star out, I would have, because it's amazing. It was an amazing experience, and the emotion behind it. I don't know if I'm just getting more emotional in my age, but I'll tell you, man, there was at least 2 parts of that movie that I was just hit right in the heart.
Yeah.
Boss Lady says I look good on the kitchen display. So as long as I look good for the Boss Lady, that's all that matters. You poor suckers are the ones that have to look at me.
It's that haircut, man. Can't get past it.
It's the new haircut that's here.
It makes you 50% sexier.
Oh, hey!
I would argue that your long hair makes you 100% sexier. So
yeah, well, I couldn't keep it. It was I had to go one way or the other, and this was the easiest route. Cutting all of your hair is the easiest route.
Yeah, it always is.
Just be done with it. I'm done. You got gum in your hair? Cut it all off. You don't like your haircut? Cut it all off. Too hot? Cut it all off.
Metallica realized that at one point.
It's true. And then they never went back. Like, that's the other side. Like, I hope to eventually, like, once like I'm over here established a little bit more and I don't have to be so proper. Like, that's the thing too, is like you meet a stranger and it's like, yeah, this guy helps out at the radio station. Yeah, sure, he helps out at the radio station. Like, he looks like he does. Until I have a ponytail, I guess it won't work. But no, it's great. Crazy Kathy says she loves Phillips, Craig, and Dean as well. No, it was a good band. Good band. Another one, if you might like it, is Lost Dogs. They do this great song called Pray Where You Are. A fun song. You're already on YouTube. Just wait until the show's done. Please. Yeah, the AM dial that's over there and all of the other things that are happening. For-profit movie, etc. Today we are talking in honor of the for-profit movie is the epiphanies, your purpose. When did you decide that this is what I'm supposed to do? Now, I left off before the news that, and I hate to do that. I hate to carry a subject over the hour, or at least a story over the hour. But, c'est la vie. This is, for me, when I started putting ideas down and expressing myself with words. Me as a kid with slight dyslexia, with autism and things like that, the ADHD, like we're all those crazy kids hopped up on crazy sugars or red dyes or whatever else. For me, I struggled with spelling and making sure that the letters were put correct in the right order and everything else, because phonetically and literally, like the literal written down of things, do not match every time. And that threw me off as a kid. So I love the spoken side of it. So when I was in school, they put me in a program where I didn't take the spelling test the same way that they did. I took the spelling test separately, audibly. They would read me the word. I would say almost like a spelling bee, right? They would then write down the letters that I had written And then I would write those letters down for the paper to turn in the same paper that everybody else did. I still had to do the writing. I still had to do everything. It's just they turned around and they said, look, we need something for this bridge that's here. And that's why I love the language aspect of it. I love reading. Absolutely. Reading is phenomenal. The physical act of writing, I have trouble with. Typing, I'm doing a little bit better with typing. I can type maybe, I don't know. I'm not at 100 words per minute yet, but I'm in maybe the high 70s or so. 80s if I try. But that's the difference. Is for me, I wasn't able to express myself in written story. Like, we don't get a lot of chances in public school to audibly talk about a thing that you're interested in. Yes, there's a book report here or there. There might be a diorama or something, but most of the time it is writing. Write a paragraph of this. Do this, because it's easy. It's easy to get 15 kids to write a thing for an hour instead of have them all line up and say the thing. Go ahead, Ben. Did I lose you?
No, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, sorry. I thought you were jumping into something. So that was where I jumped in. It helped me verbalize my own thoughts and my own emotions without having to physically write with my hands. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their own learning experience. It was funny when you stopped. I think you heard me swatting at a fly. Oh. There was just a fly in my house. I was swatting at it. So, sorry,
it's the season.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their own learning experience, and that your perception shapes who you are. And to be able to epiphanize that you want to be successful in radio and go into that direction, and then you ended up making it happen. It just goes to show that if you work towards something and you have something in mind and you go towards a direction, it doesn't matter if you have a different way of learning it. Like you said earlier in the program, or when we were talking about the transmitter site, you got to have different ways to solve the same problem. So,
like now, Ben, you know how to get to California, right? You may not know the absolute route to get to California, but you know how to get there.
Been many times. It's probably my most visited vacation state. Yeah, I love California.
You don't know the route, right? You don't know the absolute, get on this highway, turn at this tree, do this thing. I figure it out, though. Exactly. You figure it out. You pick a direction, and then you use the pathways that we have to go there. So for me as a kid, that's what I did, is I turned around and I said, I want to go towards the pathway of this medium. So when I joined the Navy, I jumped into the specialized submarine computer field. And from there, I took basic enlisted submarine school. We call it BESS. And from there, right after I'm done, I get to pick my rate. Well, I get to submit my rate. The Navy says, we've got too many of those. You're going to be this instead. I picked sonar technician because of my love of theater and technology and audio and things like that. That's why I picked that. And that's why I wrote that and you submit a report. You write out a report, which I think is funny considering the story that we're traveling on. But that's where I was then turned into a sonar technician. And I spent easily, when I got out of the Navy, I did not have a job. There were more unemployed veterans in 2008 than there were in war actual theater. There were more unemployed veterans in 2008. Hello. So with that, that's where I was with it. I was unemployed. I needed to find a job. I needed to get something there. It took me until 2011 to get steady employment. Not part-time here, not picking fruit over there, not running as a press back for another place on whatever side as it goes. Full-time actual employment ready to go. And that was after 3 months of internship at a radio, our network, Gab Radio Network, down in Florida. We were running 6 radio stations at the time, I believe. 2 of them were digital, and another 3 were terrestrial. So when I moved towards that was where I put my heart and soul into those internships, because I knew that if you want to do anything in the world, show up. That's it. You can't do anything if I'm not there. You're right. You can do whatever you want to out there in the world. If I'm not there, I cannot participate. If I show up and you still tell me I can't participate, well, you know what? I met you halfway. It's ultimately I can't participate if I'm not there. But there's a chance I might be able to participate if I show up. You want to be a chef? Go sweep the floors of a restaurant. You want to be a bicycle repair person? Go sweep the floors of a bicycle repair shop. If you want to be a barber, go sweep the floors at a barber shop. Do everything that every single place needs. They need the floors swept. They need the trash taken out. They need somebody to go run coffee. Just that. If you just show up, and I mean, don't be a creep about it. Like, can I get you guys some coffee? Like, don't be overly excited towards something. But if you express an interest and you say, I'm interested in this thing, can I be part of this thing? You don't have to pay me or nothing. I'll tell you what, can I just hang out for a little bit? As long as I'm not, by all means, if I'm weird, you kick me out of here. But if I'm just regular guy, just here to sweep and take your trash out, can you show me a couple things? Hey, that's really neat. Why do you do it that way? Then you guess what happens when somebody doesn't show up? Oh my gosh, somebody doesn't show up. Somebody's got to do this thing over here. Who can do it? Well, this guy's tied up and that guy's doing this over here. We don't have a backup because they got whatever. Guy who's been walking around sweeping the floors gets to raise their hand. We got another caller, Benjamin, jumping into our Epiphany and Direction show. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Oh, I didn't want to hang up on you, but it's not Tradio, right?
This is not Tradio. If you want to go to Tradio, do you know the Redemption Center number?
Yes.
Yep, that's 847-741-7700.
Okay, and they're gonna. I just wanted not the shopping show. I just wanted a Tradio.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So Matt McNeil is the radio shopping concierge, and he also does the Tradio. He'll be able to help you out with that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye. Bye.
So, to carry on with the story, I guess my story. I guess I'm now. Here's the dilemma, Benjamin. You put on a good story, and then nobody wants to call in to jump in with their story. So I guess I got to make this a bad story eventually. But where I came in with it,
can I interject?
Yeah, jump in. Absolutely, please.
Having lived through and known the Sonar story firsthand, and heard this many times, I'm actually very enthralled. And I think people are just sitting there enjoying you tell your story. So
the reasoning.
Keep going it, bud.
Well, because it's. I guess I don't want. Again, back to the narcissism. I don't want to just be like it's riddled with wisdom, Benjamin. Listen carefully. But no, this is my experience for this and what I've learned with it. And a lot of what I've learned through life is show up.
Yes.
Show up. Be there. Show up physically. Show up in the fact of, hey, we need somebody to do this. Show up.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. My goodness, as we go through there. So that's what I've been through and why I do what I do here. Because I believe that everybody has a message. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has a story to tell. You just have to find the medium. Is it painting? Is it music? Is it spoken word? Is it messing around with a couple of guys on a microphone on a radio station? What's your way to express yourself? My God, people make furniture out of popsicle sticks. What is your medium? Find a thing that you do, that you enjoy, that you can express yourself in. I shaped the popsicle stick furniture this way because I wanted to go towards the Victorian classic of the clawed foot. It was amazing. This is the way I did it. Express yourself. You amazing person right now. We're turning this into a motivational Thursday. You are unique. I was driving in the way over here, Ben, yesterday, and we've got a lot of show prep while we're driving. Mostly bit hacking other people's shows. No, that's not it. But
no need to reinvent the wheel.
Mm-hmm. But the phrase of when people make fun of you, and they're like, your butt is the most shiniest, precious butt in the entire world. You're the bestest baby. Like just that baby talk aspect of it, just to kind of tear you down when you try to act like a snowflake or you stand up for yourself or you do something like that. My thing is you are amazing. You got to think about how you came to be. Just right now. Think about how you came to be. Stardust formed. Decades of eating different things, changing them. Molecules changing from one thing to the next, from dead to living to dead, back and forth through your body, through you. You're amazing. And if you don't see that, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by an epiphany, man, is seeing that.
You are what you eat. Did they give mushrooms out at the premiere yesterday?
Mushrooms? This is it?
Were mushrooms available?
I don't know. They had a fantastic pasta. Maybe that's what it was. There was something in the pasta.
They did, no joke, have legit food at, what was that, Dream Hall?
Yeah, it's over there. Viator Coffee is down there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where you get that coffee spot. Now, I don't believe we have any more of their gift certificates, but by all means, go down there.
I'll have to go back because that place was legitimate, very delicious food.
Dude, they will make you breakfast, like full-on eggs.
Okay.
They ask you all about it. They're like, what kind of eggs can we put on your sandwich? Say again?
Also, great space.
Yeah. If you want to rent something out, go there. Oak Crest is another great place you and I went to recently that's got a great rental space as well.
Yeah.
Oak Crest has a great cellar down in the basement. Is that redundant? Cellar in the basement? Has a great cellar in their basement?
Yeah.
Anyway. It's a great place over there. Oak Crest. Just on, what is that, State Street? That we went down, you climb up the hill. Doodle-doo.
Yeah, right up that hill. And, it was really cool. It really, it surprised me. I wasn't really prepped at all because you guys didn't let me know that that it was such a cool place. And that's kind of like the reason behind going there and doing this film piece, because if you go down into the basement and it's just a personal cellar tap room.
Mm-hmm.
With a nice billiard table, and it's set up like a restaurant, and also a kitchen so that people and their families can sit in there and have a kitchen type meal, talk around the kitchen table type of feel. Really cool, and also you could rent it out for corporate events. So all around, I was surprised. So
Absolutely.
You got me.
Yeah, it was really neat. With that, and then running our first premiere. Because if I had to compare it to, and I kept doing it all last night, was the Super Bowl event. When we were on press row and we still had to orchestrate multiple different groups of people. Like, do you remember when, so I can't remember who Gus Frerotte was interviewing, but Frank Caliendo was next, right? And so we had to like stage him and say, no, please don't stand in my shot. I don't want you. Like you tell Frank Caliendo not to stand in your shot is a little rough. Is like, we want you there. We want you to be here. Just wait about 3 minutes and he'll be done with this. So it was the same kind of way yesterday when we were organizing all of the different cast members versus who was here to see the premiere as the audience versus who was their crew that was supposed to set things up. And I think it was well orchestrated with everybody involved. So I wanted to thank you, Ben, for helping me get that done.
Yeah, well, I was generally just going around, making sure we had good camera angles and everybody in the right place, and enjoying the event overall. And yeah, thanks, props to you guys for putting it on, and definitely shout out to Dean for all that cool stuff. I think we have a red carpet now, so yeah,
it's all good stuff.
If you got a movie you want to premiere, let us know.
Red carpet events all around. Mm-hmm. We got to hit a break, buddy. We went too long. Bottom of the hour. We're just going to hit a quick break as we go through. What's your journey? How did you get onto your path? Are you on the right path? You're the only one that determines you're on the right path. Don't let somebody else do that. Are you on the right path? How often do you ask yourself that? Out to lunch, WRMN. I'll be right back after these.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Counterfeit products are popping up everywhere. Fake sneakers, fake cosmetics, and even fake pills. Crooks are selling counterfeit versions of just about everything. Last year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products were sold in the U.S. Sure, it may seem like saving a few bucks on the things you want isn't a big deal, but counterfeits are usually made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. And the money you've paid, it goes right into the hands of criminals and may support child labor, drugs, and even gangs. Smells like big crime to me. So if you still think buying fake products is harmless, think again. And remember, if you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart, buy smart. Go for real. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org. This message is brought to you by the United States Patent and Trademark Office and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Is it noon already? Take your lunch hour up a notch with Out to Lunch from 12 to 2 p.m. right here on WRMN 1410 a.m. Unwind with the perfect blend of soothing sounds and lighthearted conversations that'll make every bite taste better. Whether you're in office or out on the town, let us serve up the best in radio company. Stream on the go with our app on Google and Apple. Because lunchtime is your time. Out to Lunch every day from 12 to 2 on WRMN 1410 a.m., the talk of the town.
From morning coffee to your evening commute, WRMN 1410 AM is here for you, the faithful friend that brings you local news, timely topics, and the friendliest voices in the Valley. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged with our full lineup of shows, streaming all day, every day at WRMN1410.com or on the WRMN app. Wherever you are, we're right there with you. So why switch stations? Stick with the one that has it all. WRMN 1410 AM, your daily companion, your constant conversation.
Over the years, you've brought them into your home. You were prescribed opioids after the C-section, when Dad injured his back, when your basketball star tore his ACL. Opioids helped with the pain, and you held on to them just in case. But did you know holding on to unused opioids puts your family at risk? Opioids are powerful pain-reducing prescription medicines, but most people who are prescribed opioids don't finish their prescriptions. So millions of unused opioids are sitting in homes across the country. And tragically, more than 100 Americans die every day from overdoses involving opioids. What can you do to protect your family? Remove the risk of unused opioids from your home. Pills, patches, or syrups in drawers, purses, and cabinets, anywhere they might be hiding. To find out how to dispose of them properly, visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
This is Marky B inviting you to feel the power of the first shift.
To God be the glory, my brother. Thank you so much. You are such an inspiration to many of folk that's here in Elgin. I'm in West Dundee. I'm a Dundeeite now, not an Elginite anymore, but I love you. I can even give a number of prayers that we as a people continue to grow and to be there for one another. Please, people, let's get on board. Check on your neighbors, check on your friends, and just give an inspiration that life is worth living.
It's the first shift weekday mornings from 6 until 10 right here on WRMN.
One of the things we're proud of at WRMN is our connection to the local community. In fact, recently we hosted a fundraiser for a longtime listener, Gene Wheeler, and first shift listener George Rollinson says it turned out perfectly.
Perfection is a moving target. You try to hit that bullseye and you zone in on it. It moves a little to the left and it moves a little to the right. I don't know. I'd say we hit a bullseye. I don't know how that could have been any better.
Working together to make Elgin better. We are WRMN AM 1410, serving the local community since 1949.
Back to Out to Lunch, WRMN. My name is Dennis on our green, taking you through the rest of the hour, already hitting 35 after. Is it 35 after the top of the hour, or is it 25 to the top of the hour? I don't know.
The hour's half full in my eyes.
It's half full, so it's 35 after? You have more of the hour, or you have less of it left? What part is full?
Half. Whatever. However you want.
Do you ever, like one day I said, what did I say? I said noon 30 at somebody, and they were like
that.
Noon 30? What is noon 30? I've heard of noon. I've heard of 12:30. What is this noon 30 you're talking about?
It's a fun take on an old classic.
Exactly. It's not high noon. It's like, noon 30.
Yeah. I like that because it's like it implies that there's some, some leeway between timing as far as,
Exactly. It's not right at high noon at the 12 bells. Yeah. It's like whenever you show up.
Noon 30.
Oh, I wonder when Big Red's got to show up. Well, he said he would be here about noon 30.
BYOB.
Bring your own ballista to the duel.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you all for jumping in. Those people that are texting back and forth on our new text line, 505-926-1410. Thank you for letting us know. People are hearing it all over the area. They say South Elgin's back up. Other people say they're hearing it all the way in Schaumburg as well. So the signal's back up. Listening here.
Hey.
Text me and tell me where you're listening. We got to get a little map going on here. And if you can give me like the corners, right? State and Lake, or like wherever you are. Like if you give me those cross sections of here I am on Main and 31st and St. Charles, if that is a place. I don't know if it is. But if it is a place, you text it over and say, this is where I'm hearing you.
I like that.
Yeah, I can hear you here. And then we'll just
505-926-1410.
505-926-1410. Good job on Eddie getting those Volo tickets. Eddie from Geneva.
Yep. Easy.
That's there. See, really easy. Listen, hang out with us, and we'll get some free stuff for you. That's it. Don't you want some stuff? I got stuff. One of the great things of stuff that I have is the For Profit movie. Go and watch it. My goodness, forprofitfilm.com. Go ahead, Ben. You were going to say something.
I was just saying things and stuff, man. It's all that we have in this existence is the things that we have and the stuff that we do with the things we have.
That's it. That's a very, very simplistic way to look at the world, buddy. No. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying it's bad simplistic. I'm just saying it's good.
I mean, at the end of the day, you not in a that could be misconstrued. Certainly, especially if you lean into that.
Well, my boy Albert said, if you cannot explain it simply, you don't understand it.
Exactly. Be wise enough to know when you don't know something.
Oh my goodness, I'll do that.
Another day, I'll throw that in there to cut the tie or whatever.
The cliches, right? But that's it. That's part of the epiphany process, I think, too, man. Is one day they click. One day, like you're walking around and going like, treat every day as if it's your last, right? You're like, oh, sure, whatever. And then one day you're like, oh my gosh, yes. And maybe it was after somebody cut you off on the highway and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe today's my last. Or maybe it was like you lost somebody and you were like, oh my gosh, it is so fleeting. Or all kinds of things.
You sparked something for me.
Go ahead.
Think of, with that cutting off on the highway thing, I think of this one guy who cut me off so egregiously one time that I don't get upset anymore about it. Because it was like a clearly elderly gentleman, and he didn't see me, and I don't know if I was in his blind spot or not, but he almost took me out. And after that, I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to be the road rage guy anymore, because who knows if it's just some old dude who didn't even see me. So.
Well, or somebody who's about ready to pee their pants. I've been that guy before. Oh my gosh, sure. Oh my gosh, please go through the light, please go through the light. I won't make it. Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of driving around, hopefully they don't have to go to the restroom either. Dazzy V comes in and checks in. Lake County, Northwest Highway, Route 14 near FRG. Lima Charlie, Treetop Tall, good buddies. That's it. Right in there. So that's what we need, guys. Go ahead and send us out. Let us know that you're listening, where you're listening. If you're driving by and you're like, hey, I lose you just a little bit by this weird place over here, but then I get you right back. That way we can start looking at some of our dead zones and maybe figure out how to fill those in. Because I've heard people can pick us up all the way in the state up north, bud.
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, practice safe driving techniques. You can leave a voice message on your hands-free device, or pull off to the side of the road and just start texting. Text up 505-926-1410. Let us know where you hear us. That's really it.
Here, Ben, I'm gonna try to get somebody. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Siri, call 505-926-1410. There you go. Let's see if we get somebody.
There we go. And then it'll just be this conversation.
I like controlling your devices. It's a neat hack right there. I think we're coming into the age again of hackers, Benjamin.
Do people do that still? In like commercials where it's like, hey Siri, do this.
Mm-hmm. I think they stopped doing a lot of those because they were just hitting people's stuff, like the Alexa ones, all the time. Boss lady comes in, says streaming from YouTube from Evanston while I fold the dreaded laundry. So it must be coming in Lima Charlie right there on the YouTube side. Appreciate that as well. I was told I was told I eat the microphone, so I'm trying to stay away from it a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, just listening back to all the streams.
Mm-hmm. Do I eat the microphone, Mike? There, Benjamin.
You're good.
I'm good.
At times, there's some overmodding.
Oh, I bet. I'm still trying to balance this board over here. I have the new board ready to go. This board we will be taking on the road with us. The other board that I've got is coming into here, and then I believe we're taking the 25-channel board and putting it in the control room. So just some musical boards going around.
Yeah. Well, it's set up like a true behind-the-glass producer host radio station right now, and it hasn't been like that for a while, so cool.
And that's what we were talking about with the people for profit. I keep bringing it up because I'm wearing the T-shirt and there's a poster staring at me in the face. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. It's psychological at this point. They were sitting in here and they were just like, wow, you have a lot of buttons and knobs and things like that. And even Valentina was like, are you sending emails out right now? Are you literally having a conversation with everybody and driving the show and flipping cameras and you're sending emails?
Yeah. It's like those old organs with like the bells and whistles
and the hand cranks.
Yeah, the hand crank.
If you want to know what we do, rent the movie Wizard of Oz. Fast forward all the way until Toto pulls the man behind the glass behind it, and you will see levers and knobs. See, we only give you this shot. I give you this shot on purpose. So if you're watching on the YouTube aspect of it, join the boss lady, say hi. When you're seeing me on this, I make sure you don't see the craziness. You this right here, boom. I don't need anything outside of this frame, as I'm a weird mime. See if I can line it up. There I am. Help. Anyway, the edges of the camera. That's what a lot of people do. Is they only give you the piece. They give you that one side. But we're not here to talk about illusion or anything else. We're here to talk about epiphanies and purpose as we come through. If you've got a epiphany or a purpose, or you are listening to us at a corner of so and such and whatever street, drop us a line either in the YouTube chat or over at our new number 505-926-1410.
Do it.
I got one. I got one automation. Hey, your phone, I can't hear nothing. Turned off. They yep, we got somebody's call just came in. That works. Cool. That works sometimes, Benjamin, when you tell the
if it annoyed them, apologize.
Yeah, I apologize for that. We won't give out your number. We only give out my number, 505-926-1410. The call-in number, as always, that Benjamin is in right now, he's not always on that number, but the number that it is always there, to be less confusing, would be 847-931-1410. Join us Friday for Flag Day. Enriching, educational, and memorable experience. Please join us, Veterans Memorial Park. When? June 14th. That's Flag Day. Time, 4:30. 4:30, Veterans Memorial Park, in between Gale Borden Library and the river. You know which one. Transportation, drive there yourself. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the option. Please be there before 4:30. No reservation is required. Here's the option 2. Ride the Elgin Township shuttle bus. You do need to RSVP, and you need to be at the rear entrance at the Elgin Township by 3:30 to get that shuttle. To call to shuttle or to reserve that shuttle would be 847-741-2045. For that shuttle, again, is 847-741-2045. You could reach out to the city, or this is also provided by the Elks Lodge number 737 and American Post number 57, the city of Elgin, and the township of Kane County. It's going to be a good time. Flag Day, man. Flag Day is coming up, originating in 1985, there, friend.
What? Okay.
Flag Day.
That's always surprising.
Right? Of how much history America's got? Yes, sir.
Yeah. One of my favorite holidays is Flag Day, because the flag of America is probably like the coolest looking flag, I would say, out there. It's top 5 of coolest looking flags as far as, like, you know, just action. You got the vertical, the horizontal stripes. And then also the stars in the pattern, the color scheme, red, white, and blue, but it's all dispersed nicely It's just a great flag. And
recognizable.
It's too bad that it gets politicized, you know?
It's true.
Like why?
I don't want these nationalists taking over my patriotism.
Right. I don't feel bad. I feel bad that anybody would not want to fly the flag.
And that's what it is too, is I can't remember who said it, but they said fascism will come wrapped in an American flag and carrying a Bible. I've got to find that quote because that's pretty inflammatory quote. But that's the issue with this is they'll hijack your symbols, buddy. If you don't know what the symbols stand for, they'll hijack them. Right. Smiley face. If we don't know that the smiley face symbol is, for me, the Forrest Gump, right? No. But that's it. If you don't have a history, if you don't have a meaning, if you don't have something behind it of your symbol, if you don't keep your symbol, Flag Day and the flag is to celebrate unity. It isn't to make a mockery. It isn't to say you are disappointed with the government. There are multiple ways to say you're disappointed with the government. But by all means, Benjamin, I will give you this full-on caveat that blows up my entire argument, and you can pull it at any time. First Amendment says I can do whatever the heck I want, especially with a flag.
Yep.
And if you don't want to show respect to a flag, that again is your priority, your prerogative, rather. Same thing that if I don't know, throw rocks at children. It's bad. Don't do it. Now you're the guy who throws rocks at children. Do you also want to be the guy who doesn't respect the flag? You can not respect the flag. You can not respect the national anthem. You can absolutely, not participate in a ceremony, disrupt a ceremony. You are absolutely able to do those things. But now you're the guy who does that.
God bless America.
So you don't have the right. So if you're going to turn around and you're going to disrespect our flag and our country, and you think that we are under so much duress that you have to fly it upside down, you're now the guy who flies it flags upside down. I didn't make you the guy who did that. You are.
Contextually, there are times to fly the flag upside down.
There is.
And it is a pretty flagrant use of that to make a political statement. I think I did something similar when I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's like if I stubbed my toe and shot off a flare. Is that an appropriate response? It seems a little extreme. Like,
go back in meme form. It's the bicycle with this tire and the
stick.
Who did this?
Why would they do this? But I talk to my kids a lot with that. I say, I know you're feeling this way. I know you feel bad. I know you wanted to play Xbox. But right now, throwing all of your toys into the middle of the room, screaming at me, doing all of that, is that an appropriate response to you can't play Xbox right now? Right. That's where I think a lot of people have lost that side of it. And I know we're getting off topic for a little things, but it's about that path of it, is tempering your expectations and having that experience of it go. And I was happy to have the experience of doing the For-Profit movie. It was fantastic. If I can just put one more plug in there for it, forprofitfilm.com. It's fantastic. Tomorrow, absolutely, Catherine, we are going to be at Buddy's Furniture. So we're going to be at the Flag Day side of it. Buddy's Furniture Remote is tomorrow at noon, this time, right here. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Will I be allowed to sit on the furniture?
I think so. I think you're allowed to test it all out, too. The other thing I'm going to ask for is I'm going to ask for a set. Is it a bedroom set? Is it a living room set? I want to walk through the whole thing of, oh my gosh, I just graduated. What the heck do I do with my life now? I'm tired of sitting on folding chairs and watching my stuff on my laptop. I need a full-on thing. I need a big boy adult side. I don't know if that was the Honkers log or if that was a near miss, but I'm going to log it anyway.
Yeah, looking forward to all the options at Buddy's Furniture place tomorrow.
That's it. Cool. It's right on Dundee.
The live stream, you might be able to see me, Ben Boquist, yours truly, sitting on furniture.
Napping.
Not napping.
What? Oh.
I won't do that at work, but...
Oh, okay. The other thing that's going on, too, golf event, was it Whispering Creek in Huntley? Whisper Creek in Huntley? The crew will be over there. Our hosts, our original radio shopping hosts of WRMN and Marky B in the morning are going to be over there. We've got a tea time that's pretty early, but they're going to be taking pictures throughout the entire day. Matt has shown off how skillful he is with the camera. So he's going to go over to that event as well in the afternoon. Then when he comes back, he's going to be doing the same wheel and deal that he normally does. And we're going to be checking in with him over at the Flag Day ceremony. All kinds of fun stuff coming around here. This is the summer. This is it. They're blowing up over here. Benjamin, what are you looking forward to? I know there's a barbecue festival that I can't wait to sink my teeth into.
What? Nice. Yeah, no, all of it. 4th of July, as I said. All of that stuff. Lake Geneva. We got so much stuff. Buddy's Furniture. I'm looking forward to everything, man. Every event that we're going to be at is going to be the best. Me and Marky B are going to be in some car shows. They're going to be the best. We're going to do more festivals and parades. All the parades that we're having down Douglas we'll cover. They're going to be the best. So tune in right here, 1410 WRMN. Yeah, if your 1410 is not WRMN, you're messing up.
You are messing up. Your 1410 needs to be WRMN. Elgin History Museum's doing that classic car show, Ben. Are you going to go to that July 14th? You and Marky B gonna do something there, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out, I guess.
I'll go.
Yeah, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Elgin History Museum has a car show. Chicagoland Thunderbird Car Club will have their own separate awards. I think that'll be even more fun to see all those different genres that are there. But, Ben, this is it. This is the end of the hour. We took it all the way through.
My only friend, the end.
Only friend, the end.
Came to mind, but
so we used the best opening show out there, or the opening out there. So now we're going to use the best close.
Yes. Excited.
I want to thank everybody for listening out to lunch, being here with us for the last 2 hours. Also, I want to thank the For-Profit cast and crew for being out there, coming in today for our interview. Find all those. Stay tuned. Deals. Drive time deals with Matt McNeils coming right back. Stay tuned. WRMN 1410. Bye.